Like, that was it?
Yeah, that was it. That was our intro.
That's it. Like,
we don't have a cool intro.
That's soft music in like 20 seconds. I'm like, I almost was digging my nose. I was like about to stand up. Thought, okay, it's gonna start like he's gonna have video clips or something. I'm like, and I'm like, oh, it's not. That's it.
Yeah, we don't have a cool
Bro,
intro.
man, that's so Asian of you. No offense. Like when you go to like Chinese restaurants here, like they play that music. It's like soft. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure.
sorry.
Like I'm not sure.
We had this conversation before.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure.
We had this conversation before.
Like Cantonese or Chinese drama, like every time they're eating at a restaurant, like it's always like Leanne Rhymes playing in the background. It's always the same song too. It's like, how could I live with? It's just the same song. Yeah. But anyways, how's it going, chat? Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we have Drunk3PO. Jay,
hey,
thank you so much for hopping on, man. How are you?
Life is good, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be a guest on this show.
Yeah, man.
I remember when I found you guys all those years ago. It was like 6 people watching, and I'll never forget, man. I had you all up. It was on my laptop. I was up late working on something, and I just needed like dead noise. So I was like, all right, there's a live stream that no one's watching. Let me put that up. So it was the name that caught me. I was like, what the heck? So. And then for some reason, some strange reason, you mentioned like Nerdrotic, right? You mentioned Nerdrotic. I was like, oh, snap. They know people like in the thing. And then that's when I think I commented. So it was fun. It's awesome to see both you guys like from that moment on. Got to meet y'all in like Vegas and all. It was just so cool, man, to see. And hopefully bigger things this year.
Oh, absolutely. It's still very, very surreal to us that like
I don't want no credit. Stop giving me credit. Anytime I'll be like Jay found it. Like, nah, you guys would have blown up anyway with or without me. So
you will always get credit no matter what. It's just like it's
just luck.
It's just
I mean grapes, that's what
it's like whenever I talk about it with Grae, and it's like, man, it's like I wonder where we would be with like without Jay like finding us and bringing us, giving us, some shout outs and stuff. And I would like maybe like 1,000 subscribers, maybe like we don't probably when we know who we are. But I definitely do appreciate like every time when people ask, like I just feel very, very humbled by and you don't have to shout us out or anything like that. You don't have to like boost us or signal boost us or anything, but you did. And I will always be very, very grateful for that.
I appreciate it. But man, I at first I thought y'all were gonna be mad because I kept saying their name is Project Eggroll. It's Eggroll. I was like, are they gonna get a little annoyed with that?
No, we love it.
I love it too, man. I freaking loved it. Yeah. So and now look at you, man. Tuesday night's main event and all that stuff is freaking awesome, dude. Freaking crushing people in Mario Kart outside of G&G. I saw you. Just it was awesome, man. It was all part of the plan, you're gonna infiltrate other live streams and just beat them all in video games, and then we could hang that G&G banner up somewhere. So
yeah,
pretty awesome.
Very surreal. Like I remember even asking Grae. I think Grae probably remembered this. It's like it's crazy. Like, what would you do like if they were to ask me to be part of G&Gs? And then I was like, it's like I just brought that up to him, and I'm like, I don't think that will ever happen, but like it would be cool. And then like one day I just get a DM.
It's cool, right?
From Jeremy, and I was like, are you sure, man? Like there's so much better people than me. And
I say the same thing. Yeah. There's always somebody better, but it's all part of the plan,
But yeah. But thank you so much, Jay, for coming on. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone's been hanging out. I'm super excited to have you on. Especially we usually have you on like early in the year, and we wanted to give you time like to sort of. Like, I remember I reached out to you like in November. It's like, hey, Jay, we'd like to have you on. But it's like, I don't want to bother you during the holiday seasons. And like,
I don't want you, but you have my phone. Listen, like, there's like 7 people that got my phone number. You're one of them. So if you have my phone number, it's important. Like, you're important. So you could bother me over the holiday. What if I'm like home alone crying because it's the holidays, I need a friend. And you didn't reach out because you felt like Jay doesn't need it, man. Like he probably's hanging out with Gina and Zachary Levi. It's like, no, I'm home alone with my hot chocolate sad over here in Florida. You know, I got to go to the theme parks and watch fireworks and hang out with Krista. It's awful.
That's cool. We took that.
It's a terrible life.
Yeah. What's going on, Grae? How are you, man?
Yeah, all good. It's like I just, I I was super busy on December, so it's like in terms of like video games, I'm catching up for like this entire. Dude, Octopath Traveler Zero. It's like it's insanely good. I'm like 95 hours in.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
95 hours?
Yeah, I'm about to finish, but it's a really long game. It really is.
Holy
I
crap.
really regret not being able to make a video out of it. I'm thinking of making one like for this channel. At least a little. I think I feel like I got to talk about it a little bit because of how good it is. But anyway, yeah, I was so busy at work last month. You noticed I brought this up to you, so it's like now I'm kind of like catching up to all the news, what's happening.
Is it like, does the chat know where you're at? Grae, I don't want to say it out
Yeah,
loud.
generally
it is.
speaking.
Okay.
Generally speaking, yeah. We
All
usually
right. So like, do they like for Christmas time over there? Is it like massive? Like, do they like celebrate?
yeah.
Like,
That's our biggest holiday too.
Yeah,
But,
okay.
I turns out I got really busy too on top of the holidays.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it paid. It really paid off in the end. I finally got a new PC and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, I was just like, I was like, for this week, I was like in complete isolation because I was playing the game.
Yeah, it's what's it called again? I know that like Catholics, like most of the Philippines are Catholic, so like my it's huge with my wife. Like my wife is Filipino, and like it's like they'll go to Sunday mass, they go Christmas mass.
Yeah.
So like they will go to all of that. Like I was like, you guys go to Christmas, like a mass on Christmas? It's like, yeah. It's like that's another day we would go. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. So
have you ever gone with her, Phil?
I've ever what?
Have you ever gone to mass with her?
I've gone to my son's christening when he got baptized.
Yeah.
So like I've gone
Did
to
you catch on fire?
several. I've gone to several, and the thing is,
I'm not trying to put you out. I always find it.
Absolutely
the reason why I ask, I find it fascinating for people, even like other Christians, like who are not Catholic. The first time they go to like a mass, like how is it? Like how do they feel? I'm not Catholic either, and so it's like one time someone invited me to like they're like, hey, you want to go to church? I'm like, yeah, sure, all right. Well, I go in there, it's like mass, and I'm like, oh my god, this is different. It's like traditional type stuff. There's like people humming and all that. I'm like, this is different, a little weird, a little scary.
Yeah.
But so it's just one of those things. That's why I ask, because I'm curious to see how.
Yeah, I grew up I grew up Buddhist, so like I'm not practicing or anything like that. Like as of right now, I would consider myself like agnostic. But it's just like for me,
I'll work on that. Don't worry.
Yeah, I did tell
get that whiteness on you, man, and like make it a part of it.
I did tell my wife that like if my son, because like even though like I'm not Catholic, I would go to church with them. Like if whenever they want to start like going to church every Sunday with my son, like I would go. And if my son would ask, "Mommy, is Daddy? Daddy, are you Are you Catholic?" I'm like, if I say no, it's like, why aren't you Catholic? And if I was like, if he ever asks me that, I will convert.
Wow.
Like if he ever asks, I already told my wife. I was like, and the thing is like, of course, like with the whole thing,
dude, that's
like,
awesome.
If I were to, my demise happens and stuff like that, right? I want to be able to like be with them, in the afterlife and stuff like that. And if I'm not, so like I won't be with them. So that's I did tell my wife that already.
And it's getting deep already. I love it.
Yeah. So but like the thing is, like my wife is considering checking out Christian churches as well, is because I think it's just there's more I think there's more things that can benefit us, especially like a lot of the Catholic churches don't have like a side area where they have like a kids area.
Yeah.
They don't have that at in Catholic churches, but they do in Christian churches, so we might check that out.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No,
that's where I go. So my church like is really small, which I like. And like they're very community oriented, I guess. Like they serve like seniors, and like there's like a shelter nearby. Like if you want to help, like and like there's like poor families that need help for Christmas, like they ask if you want to buy them stuff and all that. So I like that. Like that's what I always felt like best. at church. But you want to know something funny about Buddhists, right? It's funny. I've been to China like 7 times, right?
7 times more than I have.
The first time I went, I was in somewhere right outside of Beijing, and our tour guide was like, "It's gonna take like 6 hours to climb this mountain, and you're gonna go to one of the most holiest Buddhist temples." And I was like, I gotta go. I want to go. I feel like it's like it's a journey, you know. It's like I gotta go. I gotta go. So I'm like, we wake up early, and they're like, okay, like get bottled water. Yeah, everybody have their book bags on, and all of this is steps, and then it's some flat area, then some more steps, and like, so maybe an hour in, man, I'm on fire. My legs are screaming, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And then you see like the Chinese people just like going up like it's nothing. I guess they do it every day.
Yeah.
And so I think it took me 6 hours to get up there. We got out there, and I went into the holy place, and I'm like, I made it. Like I'm like, I spiritually made, like I made it, like something. It was just like I felt like Rocky running up the steps, and I was so happy to be there. I was hoping for some like spiritual like enlightenment or something, like something would go off. Then we get up in the holy room. There was a guy, and this is not making fun of like religion, but there was a guy in the back, and he had a table, and he was selling big old rubber Buddhas, like knickknack stuff. And I'm like, you mean to tell me I took 6 hours? My legs are on fire. I probably can't walk for the next 3 weeks, you know? And I get all the way up here, and the only thing you have for me is big rubber Buddha dolls that I gotta buy and then carry back downstairs, like another 4 hours to get back down. There was a beautiful restaurant there though, where where this guy like made hand noodles, and he just, and they were, oh, it was so good. So then you eat, and then by the time you got down, it was getting dark. So it was like the whole day of stairs.
Yeah.
And all I could think about was people were like, how was your spiritual journey? I was like, they're selling rubber Buddhas at the top, like in all sizes, rubber Buddhas. Like that was what I was enlightened with.
That's
So,
why, like, there's also this place where it's like, I think there's like a 3-hour, I think it's like a 3-hour or 2-hour step. And there's also another one where it's like you have to climb like the 999 steps all the way up.
yes.
And it's like, what's at the top? A Burger King.
Yes, that's right. I know that place. And I did it. We went there too. I didn't go. I was like, I already know what's at the top. Like I already know it's just gonna be like knickknacks, like tourist stuff and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't go. My legs were dying, dude. That I'll never forget. The next day I was like, I need a pause and some aspirin and all that stuff. But you know what? It was, I would have done it again, you know. It's like one of those things in life. So
I'm actually consider going to China this year. Like actually like for the first time. Yeah, it's because my brother goes. My brother goes every year.
Headed there right now. She's
what part?
Definitely Shanghai for me. Like I'm gonna be going to Shanghai. Like I talked to my stepdad, and like he has like a lot of hookups, and he knows a lot of people there. So he said I did tell him like I want to go to Guangzhou, like Chongqing and Shanghai. And but like because I did tell him I want to go to Beijing. He's like, why do you want to go there? It's like there's nothing there. It's like other than the Great Wall. Other than the Great Wall, there's nothing there. And I was like, but I want to see the Great Wall. I want to order like a boba that gets shipped with a drone to you and like Subway like on the Great Wall. And he's like, there's nothing there. So don't go to Beijing.
So he's pretty much correct. Beijing, the only thing, the Great Wall I did 3 times, and I like the third time I didn't want to go because it's like they take you up and you just stand there and you're like, that's it. And then you go down. Like there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
There is one.
It is.
There's one section that's if you ever were to go, I tell anybody this. There's like 3 ways to get up the Great Wall of China. And of course there's people selling stuff. You could either take the giant cable car. Man, don't do that. Take the chairlift. I don't care how cold it is. The chairlift side of the Great Wall is so much better, and it's not crowded, and you can get up there. I got videos of like no one up there but me.
Oh.
And then on the way down, you slide, you take a slide like a toboggan. It's like a metal slide that on and
I think
like
I've seen that.
and
Yeah,
you're
I
on
think
your so that's worth that thing was awesome. But I always started my trip in Beijing and always left Shanghai.
Mhm.
Shanghai has like this is the craziest thing ever. Jay story. Sorry, didn't mean to mess
No,
up your
no, no.
show.
I love these
So
stories.
I was in Shanghai and I was like, okay, I think I still have it. It might be in my other room. Anyway, I was like, I want to get a fake watch. Like I want a Breitling, like a germ, like those Breitling watches that are like $15,000.
Mhm.
And so we go to Shanghai and they got a giant marketplace full of like knockoff stuff. Just massive. You walk down, they got anything and everything you want. So you go to this one place and the guy's like, you want a Rolex, you want this, and you hold it, and it's like it's paper, right? You could say it's like, yeah, $25. I'm like, nah, man, you could literally tell.
Mhm.
So I finally asked this guy, this one Chinese guy, I came up and I said, where's the good stuff, man? Like, I don't want that. Like, where's the nice stuff? They're like, oh, okay, come with me. So they took us around back store and he had like I don't know, like a warehouse, and it was dark. And I'm like by myself, but I'm like, I don't know if I could take these guys if they, it's three of them. It's three guys. I'm a big guy, but I'm like, because I'm in a foreign country. I don't know what could happen. I'm away from the group. So they open it up. We walk in. It's all dark. They turn the light on. Bro, the lights come on, and there's like these nice watches. And they're like, which kind do you want? I was like, I want a Breitling. I think that's how you say it. Breitling or Breitling watch.
They probably call it Byron.
And so, yeah, so they had a section. They had Rolex. They had everything that you could think of. So they had Breitlings over there. They had the one that I freaking wanted. I was like, that's the one I want right there. And so they let me hold it. It was heavy. I looked at it. I could not tell. They even had had a leather band and they had a stamp on it from the company that the company puts to like stop with counterfeit. They had a stamp on it and everything. And I'm like, I cannot tell. This watch goes for like 15,000 in the States. The guy was like $1,000. I was like, what? I don't have $1,000 for no watch.
Like $2.
And so, yeah, so we went from 1,000 and he goes 500. And I said, no. So I always have a trick because I learned this from all the years of travel. Just put whatever you want to spend, put that cash in your left pocket, whatever you want to spend. So then when you pull it out, you go, this is all I got, right? And you're like, dude, this is all I got. I got $200. This is all I got left, right? So I pulled it out, $200. They said, yeah, no problem. So I bought this $200 fake watch. The very next day, we're in downtown Shanghai, and you go to the rich area where they have the real stores, the real Rolex, and like usually they have like non-Chinese people work in the stores, Burberry, all those things, Louis Vuitton. They're all in this one section of Shanghai. It is like up crust, like everyone's snotty, everybody's snooty, and like no Chinese people work in these stores. The Breitling store was there. I tell this story all the time. I went into the Breitling store. I had the fake watch on. The guy was like, oh, we take trade-ins. I see you have one. Do you want to trade it in? And in my mind, I'm with my friend. I'm like laughing. I'm like, oh man, let him appraise it for me. And he'll know it's fake, right? Like he'll know it's fake. Took it off. He's like, I'll be right back, sir. He had his gloves on, all this stuff. And like he comes back. The dude says the trade-in value on this watch is $4,000.
Wow.
And I'm sitting here looking at my friend like,
oh
wow.
He doesn't know it's fake, dude. He doesn't know it's freaking fake, man. I didn't trade it in because the first thing I thought of was they'll find out, I'll get arrested, and you'll never see me again. I tell that, man, I came back to the States. I told that story with that watch to 100 people. I was like, they never freaking knew, at least unless they just looked at it real quick and didn't suspect, because I'm like, white guy, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
and
also
like,
a factor.
Yeah.
And I think if I really went with it, they probably would have done, in my mind, they probably would have done a thorough search.
Yeah.
But they wasn't going to give me money. They were just giving me a store credit. So I could have traded it for another watch. Yeah. So it's crazy. I still have that watch, but I wore that thing for like 4 years, that watch, everywhere. And then finally the bottom part, it broke. And I never really took it in to get it fixed.
Ah, you still
I
have it?
freaking
You still have it, right?
I think so. Let me go see. All right, you have to talk amongst yourselves. I gotta see.
Oh
if I can
yeah,
find it.
yeah. But that's cool. Like
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's like typically when you're talking about like a Birkin bag, right? A Birkin bag or any of these other bags. It's like
Yeah.
you typically have like they're most of the time they're made with like using the same. It's made the same way. It's just the material is different, right? For instance, let's say you're making a bag. They'll use if you're buying a knockoff, they'll use like the mid tier or low tier quality like thread or threading, right? And then the high tier one, they'll use the expensive thread, right? Same thing with the zippers, same thing with the like any of the stitching, same thing with any of the embroidery. Like the only thing that's different other than the actual material that's being used, it's the logo, the seal. So that's the only thing because I watched a video about people making Birkin bags and they're like $50,000 bags. And the only thing that's different is like other than the thread, it's the actual seal that you get from the factory, like from the actual company. Other than that, like if you bring it in and you don't have like because the seal itself is like $10,000. It's not a part of the bag, but if it was, like it would be like it's that seal itself, you can just buy that seal itself online. So I don't like I've seen these stories before, but like the here like I just watch stories, but like hearing that like an actual appraiser is like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you all right, I'll
$4,000 for it.
There it is, baby.
Yeah.
all right. Okay, there it is. Wow, that's cool.
That's the watch right there.
Man, and they
And you
couldn't
could see
tell.
like the bottom popped off, and this was the
Mhm.
stamp here that I was like, I can't believe they got the same stamp
Mhm.
to oh no, it's right here. Oh, if it's dark. Focus. Yeah, there
Oh,
it
okay,
is.
yeah, there it is.
Brightland that they had
That's
on it.
cool.
I was like, holy crap. But yeah, it needs to be fixed.
I
And then
wonder
maybe I
like
can wear it
if you
again.
brought it into like a would you bring it into like a Brightland like watch like a person to fix it there or you would bring it to like a
I would probably take it to like some corner store
yeah like the
and let him
Ross.
like some corner like I just wound it up. Like it's still it's crazy, man. It's still like working,
Yeah, it looks great.
but it's wild. That was a story.
That's an awesome story. That's amazing. But yeah, it's just I think Grae he's gonna pop back in. I think his internet. Yeah, he's lagging. But yes, we're gonna
Can't believe I
see if
still have it.
we're gonna go to China because my brother goes every year, so he's probably gonna be our guide. Like if I go there, I don't say anything. They're gonna even though like they will tell that I'm a foreigner, it's because of the way I dress.
The thing is though, like the last few times I was there, everybody under the age of like 30 spoke English fine.
Yeah.
Like cuz it's like they teach it. It's like there's like you have to learn English as a student over there.
Yeah.
So it's like some of the older folks either they learned it and just didn't care and they forgot. But like all the young people, we went into the store, like the McDonald's and everything, they all spoke English without a problem. So,
Okay.
and they like to practice, which is even nicer. So the funny thing about like one of the customs that I wasn't used to. So if you go to the anywhere you go, if you go to McDonald's or the KFC, which is everywhere, and this happened at Shanghai Disney, when it's busy, and like so if I sit at a table of 4, and it's me and my friend, and there's 2 spots open, people will just sit next to you.
Yeah.
Like they'll just sit next
There's
to
no
you,
personal
like
space.
yeah, and you're just kind of like, and they just eat, they just have their conversation and act like you're not even there. So I had to get
Yeah.
used to that because I'm like, why is everybody sitting next to me? So and they're like, no, it's a thing here. If there's an empty seat, someone's gonna sit there. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, a little different than America, but hey.
Yeah, a little bit different. All right, let me see. Go and get these super chats to see. Yo, Phil's cousin with the 2.
Hey,
Jay, what are you doing? You and Reese are Phillip on the paper. You become insatiable monster. Mini Gooning streams, Crown, Bear White, Nancy Pelosi.
not Blair White.
Now you doom us all. Thank you. Phil's cousin for the 10. Thank you. Mika Kada with the 1. Thank you. Marvel with the 10. Playing Octopath 1 right now, in fact, and 2, so I can play 0. Never got around to playing them. Is 0 a huge improvement? According to what I hear, it's really, really good. People are saying it's better than 1. I've only played 1. I do want to play 2. But yeah, I'll ask. We can ask Grae when he returns. But thank you for the 10. Phil's cousin with the 5. Grae got a PC for Christmas. Doesn't have a poster on his wall. Never, don't change, Grae.
Yeah, I gotta take my priorities.
Yeah. Marmalin did ask, like, is 0 a huge improvement?
Oh,
Octopath 0.
I have 1 in my backlog for the longest time. I still have to get 2.
Oh, you're going chronological.
It's you don't need to play 1 or 2 to get to 0, and it's like and in 0 you get like I'm pretty sure I got all of them already. You have like 30 plus characters to choose from, and I think it is gonna be a spoiler to whoever's. I think in the final fight you have to use all 30 of them, so that's the part I'm gonna take a while. In the for you to get the true ending, you have to use all 30 of them in the final fight. So you have to level up everyone. So I think I'm gonna take a while to get the true ending. But I think I should be getting the default ending today. But yeah, anyway, in a nutshell, it's really, really good. I do want to talk about it pretty soon before Code Vein 2 comes out by the end of the month. I'm gonna try to make a video here, the same way I did with Dragon Quest. But yeah, I strongly recommend. If you're a JRPG fan, it's like easy. It's an easy recommendation. Octopath Traveler 0. It's like hot take. And again, I like it more than Expedition 33. I don't. Everybody already knows I don't really like that game that much. But anyway, yeah.
Your video feed sort of like laggy still. Like your audio's fine, just your video feed's still laggy.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. Because like if I'm gonna open the second line, the second ISP, I'm gonna have to load it. It's not loaded as of now. If I really need to, then I'll do it.
Okay. All right, no worries. And then we got Cole Hauser with 28 months. Thank you, Cole Hauser with 28. Hail, Phil and Grae, and hail to my brother Drunk3PO.
What's up, man? I was on his show earlier today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Talking Transformers, Starscream, and everything else.
Oh, that's
cool.
That's really, really cool. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this. I think this is huge news, and go and talk about it. Jay, you have a book that's coming out.
That's right. Daughter's Revenge.
I'm gonna
refresh. It's not an all age. It's a pirate adventure. And you got the wrong number up.
Yeah, so what happened here? I remember it was like above like 1,100 already.
So there's a little. I think they're working on it. There's a little tweak you have to do. Okay. So if you put something in the cart and then go back to the main page, it'll give you the exact number. I don't know why it's like that. They already know what's going on.
All right. So let's say if I hit I want it all, right? And I hit I want 1. You know what? Let's choose an option.
Oh yeah, you gotta put the size of your shirt and hat.
Okay, hat, large. And we'll go with C. Okay. Oh no. It's I want it all gets everything. Okay, so I hit add to cart.
Yeah.
And then if you go,
go back to Daughter's Revenge. Now hit Daughter in the top right or left, whatever, which one. Yeah. It should take you to the updated number.
There we go.
There it is. I don't know why it's something glitched like that, but I guess they'll figure it out. But whatever, it works. So
yeah, so this is huge. You have another book that's coming out, and I'm looking forward to it. I think this is really, really freaking cool. So in short, like, what's the elevator pitch? Like, what is it about?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, well, we're going to talk about Kathleen Kennedy leaving. This book came about because of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That movie was so bad, and I love Indiana Jones, that when I called or X-Wing, everybody knows him X-Wing, almost called him Russ. But I was like, my favorite IP is trash. And I said, you know what we need to do? We need to make a character like Indiana Jones that hunts religious artifacts that, that no one's going to wreck, right? Like no one's going to. So that's what started this whole thing. So it's a story of a man who serves the crown, the king from England, and he hunts pirates, and he's very dedicated to God and the crown. And something tragic happens in his life where he has to do something that is a conflict between his faith and what he feels he needs to do. So it's like that conflict where, you know, hunting pirates to become a pirate. And this, I don't want to give away too much, but that's where we are.
Okay.
It's an amazing adventure. It's not for kids, but it happens in the exact same timeline as the golden age of piracy, like when Blackbeard and Sam Bellamy and Anne Bonny and all them. So you might see them in the story. And the ships that we use in this story are all like real ships of history that were part of the time period and things that were going on, and the different places that the pirates would visit, you know, stuff like that were in the history books. So we dropped this character in the middle of all that, and crazy things happen.
That's
So
really cool.
it's definitely it's definitely a revenge story, as you can see by the title, Daughter's Revenge. Is it a graphic novel? Yes, it is. And there is a trailer.
Oh, let's go check out the trailer. All right.
It's not very long, so it's all good.
There have been 1,000 terrors of the sea, born of myth and legend. But there's never been anything quite as dangerous as that man right there. Jonathan Reed.
Very cool.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, 144 pages. Look at everyone in the chat coming in to support, man. I appreciate y'all.
The art's amazing, and I can't wait for it. By Eric Hodson.
Yeah,
and we had him on the channel before, and like the art, his art's really, really cool. And I'm glad like this is out. I know you guys have been working very, very hard on this, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. This is really, really cool. So chat, go ahead and get your copy of Daughter's Revenge if you want, which I highly recommend. Get the
I want it all. You know you want it.
You guys want it all. I know. Yeah. Get I want it all. There's a link right over there. I know that the mods has been dropping the links, and it's also pinned in the comments, and it's also down in the description. Go ahead and check it out. And so you and X-Wing have been working on this, and you guys have been working on this for how long now?
Since that movie, it was like 2.5 years.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So yeah. We wrote the story, and then he polished it up. X-Wing polished up the story really well, and then we took it to Eric to do the scripting, and then he scripted the story, and then he began the artwork, which was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be because of the detail, you know, of what this book had in it. We were hoping it would be like 100 pages, but it wouldn't tell the complete, like there'd be stuff missing that we wanted to tell. So it got extended to the 140 plus pages that you see today. That's another reason. I was hoping to have it out in August of last year. And then it was like, no, it's not going to happen because we gotta make sure the story is complete. Yeah, someone said X-Wing made real swords for it too. Yeah, we sold 6 swords and they sold out in 5 minutes. So
do you get to get one?
Nope. I know.
I think you should be able to get one.
I know. It is what it is.
But yeah, this is super cool, man. I can't wait for this. And yeah, I think all of the covers look really great. The black and white one looks really cool too. But
black and white is awesome. But yeah, the foil one is gonna look sick. Mountain Mutt says, if you really want to sell it, tell them Wicked Virtue's in it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey. There we go. Hey, there we go. So yeah, go and check it out. This is awesome. I'm excited
Thank
for
you
this.
for letting
And,
me share it. So
yeah, of course. And of course, we also, if you guys haven't already got it, they also have Achromatic Chronicles blue
Mhm.
and green here. If you guys haven't already got it. And they have Ripper has a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, the Daughter's Revenge stuff is looking really, really cool. I think like everything looks really cool. Like, the hat looks really cool. The flag is really cool. Is that the same flag that you have right back there?
Yeah.
Is that the flag? Yeah, oh, it's a full size flag.
It's a full size flag. The only difference is this was this has a white trim. Ours does the one that you're buying is a black trim.
Nice.
Oh.
Very, very cool. Yeah. So chat, go ahead and get your copy. Get I Want It All. You get everything. You get the flag. You get the shirt. You're
gonna love it.
You get
You're gonna
everything. This
absolutely
is
love it.
really, really, really cool. But yeah, so go and check it out. It is in this. And I'll
Thank
go
you,
and also
Kathleen Kennedy. This is all because of you.
and I'll also I don't think it's in the Rumble chat. I'll also put it there. So go ahead.
Oh, we're on Rumble.
Yeah,
Hey.
we're on Rumble as well. We have a
Yeah,
tiny following on Rumble. So
Yeah, same here.
yeah, so there it is. Go ahead and check it out. It's also on the Rumble chat. So go ahead and check it out. But yeah, this is really cool, man. I can't wait
I
to
appreciate
see.
it.
I can't wait, man. And yeah, it's ends of February 27th, and you guys
Yeah.
hit the goal in like how many?
Yeah, in like 2 days.
Oh,
We-
2
it-
days.
nice.
It's a short pre-sale launch. Usually pre-sale launches are about like 65 days. This
Mhm.
one's like 30, not very long, because we wanted people to have the books before MegaCon if they were coming, so
Oh,
that they
okay.
could see us and if we wanted to sign it. Also, if they bought the books and they want it graded, we're not offering graded books either. If they're at MegaCon, or I believe I will be at Dallas and possibly San Antonio. Rippaverse will take the books that you bought and walk you over to the CGC area, and you can get the books graded after we sign it. So
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, a little more work involved in this one.
So that means you guys need to get 2 of them. One to read and
Yeah,
one to
exactly.
be graded, okay? So
Exactly.
that's
And
really,
we will
really
have
cool.
some. We will have some at the we'll have some at MegaCon, but some of the covers might be out. So that's the only reason why I was like, if you're gonna get it now, because we had Rini Draws. That's what she goes by on Twitter. She's like, she used to work for Marvel and all that stuff. She does her own. She did one of the covers. The foil covers, they usually don't print a lot of them because of the complexity of it. So, just throwing that out there. They all might be there. I don't know. It all depends on what happens. So,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Yeah, so go and check it out, chat. It is in the description and in the comments. Go and check
Thank
out.
you.
Thank you so much for the mods for dropping it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I will buy one for Grae. Hopefully, when he comes
Ah,
to
look
the
at
US, he'll have one. I have his Achromatic Chronicles. Yeah, I forgot to give it to him when he was.
Yeah, of all the things you forgot to send me, man, that's the one you forgot.
I sent you like a bunch of stuff, and I was like, "Oh crap, I got some in the book." Oh,
yeah.
no.
Hey, Phil, where's the Achromatic Chronicles blue? That's the one.
I was like, "Oh crap, I forgot to send it." Yeah. So you say I know that Grae typically comes here around like early spring. So if he does, hopefully I'll meet up with him and give it to him in person. It'd be easier that way.
That'll be
Because
cool.
Shipping and especially going through customs is sort
Yeah,
of
it's
annoying.
expensive. It's expensive too.
Yeah.
Because
I sent a package to the Philippines. It costs as much as the package. Just like
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, I sent like a controller. I think it's like a PS5 controller. It was like the controller's like $70. The shipping was $70. Okay.
Crazy.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this Kathleen Kennedy situation. I think this is a very, very, very relatable in terms of like what she has ruined with Lucas and Star Wars and stuff. And for me, I feel like this is huge news. I didn't get to talk about it earlier this week, but I know Jay, you're like up, in the news with Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy. So, so what's going on with this? I know that she's officially leaving, but like, is it like right now, or is it like end of the year, or what's gonna be
No, I
happening?
think she's leaving this weekend.
Oh,
So
wow.
she could have
already? Okay.
Yeah, but it's like on her own turn. I feel like she was already checked out for a while, and she's turning it over to Lin Win and Dave Filoni, so they're going to be co-presidents instead of having one president. And she did like one final exit interview with like Variety or one of those magazines, and said a bunch of stuff about projects that didn't happen. Ryan Johnson, how nobody cares about Indiana Jones, and so on. So it was quite telling.
Mhm.
But I think she's just gonna take she'll go around and take a victory lap, even though the fans and like people that have been watching the destruction of Lucasfilm, not just Star Wars, but Willow and Indiana Jones. These people live in their own bubble and they'll just applaud her and say, good job for bringing diversity to Star Wars and female leads and all that stuff. And she'll get an award and everybody will clap and that'll be the end of it.
Man,
So,
it's just like in the past 10 years, like it's gone significantly downhill, right? I think it was like, I think 2016 was
bad,
Rogue
yeah.
One. And then I think
Yeah.
2015 was I think
So I think The Last Jedi, what was that, 2019? 2017? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's been
The
so
Last
long,
Jedi was
yeah.
probably the biggest eye-opener. A lot of people didn't like The Force Awakens because it was just a remake of A New Hope.
Mhm.
And then Rogue One, you know, we got the 2017. Thank you, Sean. And we got Rogue One. That was met with just some people liked it, some people didn't. And then it was The Last Jedi that people were like, wait a minute, what the heck are we doing here? Like, what is this? And if you weren't on YouTube during the Last Jedi Wars, that was The Last Jedi launched a lot of YouTube creators, such as Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy was like, that was his like. Jeremy ascended during the Last Jedi fights because it was a weird time to come out and be a Trump supporter. You know, like in that time, like it was like really like quiet, and he was like so open about it, and he just hated what happened to Star Wars, and he was like the only one in the nerd space that was like talking about it, right? So Geeks and Gamers just like skyrocketed, and Jeremy just went after these fool. It was great. Like he was like one of the before I even was working for G&G, he was like one of the only people on Twitter that I would have a notification alert, because I knew when he started tweeting, he was just wrecking like people online back in the day, and then he would make videos on it. So, you know, and then after the Rise of Skywalker, they went into television, and it's just like show after show, like less viewers, less viewers, less viewers, less viewers. And listen, like the funny thing about this article, they asked her, they're like, would you ever do anything different? She goes, I would do nothing different. And the High Republic comic and book series was a huge disaster. The Star Wars hotel that she had her hands in, it wasn't just the Disney parks. She sent people from Lucasfilm to go over and make sure that they did it the way that she wanted it done. That failed in a year. Galaxy's Edge, the theme park, they were going to make it stuff that usually when they make a theme park IP theme, it's stuff that people know. Like you go to Avatar Land, there's Pandora. Hey, you go to Toy Story Land, there's Buzz, you know, there's Woody, there's Jesse, and they just make it look like what you see from the movies. What they did in the Star Wars land, they just made it something brand new. Like they called it Batu, which no one knows what that is. They added characters like a purple-haired spy that was black and female, and nobody knows who that was. And they thought that was a good idea. And everyone that was building that said that came directly from Kathleen Kennedy, that they wanted to do something different. And you're like, just bad idea. Listen, Willow came out so bad they took it off Disney Plus. Like, how bad can it be when they take it off a streaming service? Like, and that's Lucasfilm. Indiana Jones is one of the most expensive movies ever made. They lost $300+ million. And it's like, how can she sit back and go, I wouldn't change anything, when it is failure after failure after failure after failure? Like, numbers don't lie, you know? And it's like, then in her interview, she's like, yeah, no one's really interested in Indiana Jones. I was like, because you killed the character, man. How do you say that? Crazy.
Yeah. The thing is, like earlier mid-year last year, I went to Disneyland just because like our cousins was in town, and we went to everything, and then like they wanted to go to Disneyland. They're from Vegas and stuff, and they're like, you want to go to you want to go to Galaxy's Edge, and I'm like, I don't really care about going to Galaxy's Edge. And then they're like, well, there's like nothing else to do and stuff. And then and it's like, what is there to do other than like going on Smuggler's Run? I'm like, oh, there's a new ride like I'd never been on. It's called Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it worth it? People are saying that this is the ride like everyone likes going on. So I'm like, as a person that used to work there, I'm like, all right, cool. I actually like theme parks. So I went on it with my my cousin, who also hates Star Wars now, and we went on it, and that ride was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good. And then at the end of it, I'm like, man, like that ride was so good, but I don't like Star Wars. I don't like Star Wars, but that ride was so awesome. And
I
that's
tell
how
people
I
that
feel
too. I was
about it.
like, I know you guys don't like the sequel trilogy, but if you get a chance to ride Rise of the Resistance just one time to see what could have been, you need to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's so interactive. I don't know if it's different in Disneyland than it is here in Orlando, but like you go through like the base, right?
Yeah.
And then like BB-8 and all them, they're like, okay, run to the ship. And then you got to run to like a little ship.
Yeah.
And then the ship gets taken over.
Yes.
And then you're in the hangar of like the First Order stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And that's such it's kind of
when
cool.
that opens up for the first time, you're like,
it's kind of
whoa,
cool.
this is all underground. You're like, what the heck? You're like, this is huge. And I don't know how it feels like you're going like multiple different locations the entire time. And the ride is fast paced.
It's a trackless ride. Yeah.
It's very, very cool. And I'm just like, man, if I was actually anywhere interested in like current day Star Wars, this would be amazing. I want to go on this again. Right. But like I don't really care about any of the IP anymore. Like I like the old stuff still, but like it's just everything is tainted. But yeah, the ride was great though. Like I said, as much as I don't like Star Wars, that ride was awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like imagine if it was like original trilogy or something like.
Oh, that would have been
been cool.
Yeah, and now you have they're finally she's leaving like basically this weekend. And do you think that they can save Star Wars?
No.
Like even with Filoni, like I know Filoni was basically sort of like in charge of a lot of stuff, but do you think that he was sort of handcuffed? He was ball and chain because she was there because he sort of had to like agree.
No, because he like when you dig deep into like some of the Star Wars shows, he had a big part in it and like some of his vision. So just like for instance, George Lucas was very clear that like the Jedi died in Order 66 and Luke Skywalker was the savior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. Under Kathleen Kennedy, they have saved hundreds of Order 66 Jedi, including Ahsoka. Ahsoka was supposed to be dead in Order 66. That was, and George came out and said that. They're like, yeah, like she was not supposed to live. And then once George was out, Dave was able to, all right, I'm gonna save my creation. And we're gonna make her, we're gonna put her up front and really do something with her story and do all this stuff. So like that's kind of stuff tells me like he doesn't really want to stick with the vision or the lore of what it was. And here's like the crazy thing. He signed off, for those of us like wondering, we were talking about it last night. After The Last Jedi, Star Wars released. Now they have to, the people that work at Lucasfilm, they have to keep the Bible together, right? You know what I mean? Like the Bible of like Star Wars. If someone's writing a comic book or a book, like it's like, okay, does it match up? You got to approve that stuff and make sure it all ties up. They released a series of books like after The Last Jedi that told like backstories to some of the characters like Poe and everything else. And then when JJ took over the last film, he just didn't care. He disregarded everything that they wrote. And then Disney, like Star Wars, had to come out and be like, well, they're just fun stories. Like even though you bought our book and read the backstories of Poe and the director changed it so that book means absolutely nothing and you wasted your money. Thanks for buying. It was a fun story, right? It's like, it's so bad, dude. And it's like, how they just let that happen and just sit back and just be so lazy about it.
Yeah.
where it just wrecks everything. Look, when the Star Wars Hotel came out, they changed the backstory of Han and Leia. Of their honeymoon was on that Star Wars hotel. They wrote stories of Padme and Anakin getting it on in the Star Wars hotel, like just to try to like make it seem like that Star Wars hotel, the Halcyon is what they called it, was like relevant in the Star Wars universe when it was nothing, has nothing to do with the Star Wars universe. But they decided, let's write books and stories so when people read that, they'll want to come on the hotel that didn't even last a year. So
Yeah, I
it's
have
just
friends
sad.
who went on it, and like they stayed there, and it was like it's extremely expensive. And then once that they're like, oh, the Galactic Star Cruiser is no longer a thing, and the Star Wars Hotel is no longer a thing. Like there's memes that came out, right? Like the Spirit
Yeah.
Hollywood thing, I mean,
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween. I posted that on Facebook, and like they're like, bro, this is too soon. I actually really loved it. It was so cool. It was so immersive. It's like, and like I've seen a lot of
Really?
your coverage on it too, Jay. And
Yeah.
like I'm like, it could have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
could've.
like but it's not like a lot of things that we've seen from the concept art to what it was. It doesn't. It felt short. Like it basically it fell short like a lot, and it doesn't feel like when you open your windows, all you see is space or something like that. It's like you're in a tiny little like box, and it doesn't look as immersive as the stuff that Disney used to do, right? Because Disney is all about theming, and
Yeah.
there are things about theming. That's the reason why whenever you go from like different lands or something like that, like you feel like you're in that land is because like it's like the music is covered by like the environment. The trees are blocking Frontierland from New Orleans Square. Like it looks completely different. And when you go to something like the hotel, the Star Wars hotel, it looks cool, but it feels like they rushed it. That's how I felt like.
So
Like
I have a friend that worked on it,
okay.
and he took me inside before it opened.
Oh,
And
oh,
I had pictures, and if people that followed me from that long, y'all remember, I didn't post the pictures. I held up my phone and wait, like I was like, this is like what it is. I didn't want him to get in trouble
mhm,
or her. I didn't want that person to like feel like they're like taking an enemy in there. And so when I got to see it, I was like, You're right. There was a moment where I'm like, it can be a good idea. The problem was for the production that they put on, the cost did not meet the production value. $6,000.
Yeah.
So here's the
Crazy.
thing. Let's say you live in, I don't know, you live in Kentucky and you're going to the Star Cruiser Hotel.
mhm,
They will not let you check in till I think it was 3 o'clock on the certain day. You can't go there early. No one will let you in, and they don't want you waiting outside. So if your flight doesn't match up perfectly by the time they want to pick you up, either from Disney Spring, so that means you had to fly in and just with all your stuff, just hang out at Disney Springs outside till the bus came and got you,
mhm.
or they forced you to check into another hotel. So just think about that. $6,000 for the Star Cruiser experience, plus your flight out there. Plus, if it didn't line up, you had to get another room. Okay. So that cost you money. And if your flight didn't line up exactly when they let you out,
Mhm.
because you just couldn't randomly leave, they were very specific. Unless it was an emergency, like there's no transportation to pick you up. Like you're stuck there, which is very odd, but they were trying to make it immersive and they gave you stuff to do the whole time. Then you had to spend the night again at another hotel. So the cost just started like there was people that were like, "Yeah, I had a good time, but it's just way too expensive." We spent $10,000 on like 3 nights, and you're just like,
That's
"That's
insane.
insane, dude." And then when you look at
Yeah.
what they offered, they had a bunch of rocks where you could push with the force, and they just fell over. You're like, "Okay, I get it. That's kind of cool, but like for that kind of money." Like, that's
Yeah.
insane,
Mhm.
man. Like, that's crazy, and it's like, for the stuff that they had you, do, and it's like, okay, that's whatever, it's a giant video game, whatever. They had musical theater and the food. They were showing pictures of the food that you could get. It was like goldfish. It was Disney cookies like that are, they're bulk made or bought or whatever, and you're just like, if it wasn't as expensive,
Mhm.
then maybe it would still be around and it'd be fine. But they were like, no. And I feel like they were so prideful that they weren't going to lower the price. Like they
Yeah.
just were like, we'll shut it down before we lower the price. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just what we're gonna do because of pride. There was many rumors that they were telling me that they were gonna reopen it for like a dinner theater lunch thing or whatever. But I guess they decided to take a tax cut. And in the state of Florida, if you cancel something and take a tax cut,
Mhm.
it can't run again for a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay.
So like
So is it just like
Okay.
a shell just sitting there right now?
So apparently they've gutted out a lot of the inside and it's offices for Disney. So
Oh.
yeah, so people go there for like office because there's a cafeteria in there and there's like all that stuff.
So how much is it for like a night stay?
So you had to stay 2 nights, no
Okay.
exceptions. And it was if and you had to have it like at least you couldn't go by yourself. So you had to have at
Mhm.
least 2 people. And it came out to like 55,890.
Wow.
So yeah, for the 2 people to stay the night. So 6,000 you had to come up with or 3,000 per person to stay. So like they had like what I'm saying, like they had specific rules that it's only going to be there. You're going to be inside. You're going to be you just can't get up and leave whenever you want unless there's an emergency. You can't do this. It just was like it's so much, and you're kind of like, I get what they were trying to do. They wanted people to be LARPers, right? Like LARP and
Mhm.
whatever. And it's like that that just doesn't work, right? It just you could tell from like watching what they were offering, it just doesn't work. It just
Yeah.
won't work at all. Because you get there and everyone who made videos on it, basically, unless the ones that were paid for to say it was
Mhm.
awesome, they said 90% of the time you're on your phone. So like you're
Yikes.
yeah, you're on your phone because you got to download the phone and like follow the data. Like, so you could be a spy, you could be like, and you got to follow the instructions.
Mhm.
And they'll tell you, you got to be at the dining hall at this time. You got to be here at this time. You got to be here at this time.
Okay.
And so if you
Scheduled.
weren't, you missed out on like, I guess what you're paying for.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
So
experience.
the crazy thing was like before they even started that, I'll never forget. Disney put out a poll. And they were asking because if you go to the parks here in Orlando, when you leave, you always get an email saying, "Hey, can you
Mhm.
fill out a poll?" Most people don't, and
Mhm.
so you fill out. I get these. I always look through them just because they literally tell you like what they're working on or what they're trying to work on, and I could use it for a video or whatever. And so one of them was, if we were to create a specialty hotel, which one would you want? Please pick. And they had a poll: Star Wars, the Haunted Mansion. There was a pirate themed one, and I want to say Moana, but I don't remember. I don't think that was ready at the time.
Mhm.
The Haunted Mansion was like when I voted on it. The Haunted Mansion was like at 98%, and Star Wars was like the last out of all the options,
Oh.
which means like nobody wanted that.
Mhm.
So people would rather have spent all this money to go to a haunted mansion resort where it looked like the ride, and it was like they had the same wallpaper and the people decorated and
Oh,
stayed in the
I
room.
can see that being really, really cool.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's your billion-dollar idea there,
It's like
Disney." Like
Tower of
people,
Terror, but like
yeah,
Haunted Mansion style, and like, it's like, like you
and
also do
it's
like
real. Like you stay
oh, that
there.
would've been so cool.
Yeah, so I'm saying like you would stay there. Like that's how it worked. And it's like, but it's like they ignored the poll and did Star Wars anyway, and it failed.
And
So
this is all under Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
That now, how much did it cost for them to like? Like, do you know the numbers on how much this whole Galactic Star Cruiser hotel thing cost?
it was. They said it was close to 1 billion,
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I know too. Yeah.
and they were so confident in that hotel that they were ready to build in Paris next, and then Shanghai, and then Disneyland. I think
Wow.
I think there's a space
Yeah.
problem in Disneyland.
Yeah, it's very, very
So,
small. Yeah.
so there was something like they would have to figure out something, but yeah, they were so confident that they were ready to.
expand on to different parts of the world. Yeah, that's crazy.
And now now she's leaving. Oh, and he's like, "You want to change anything?" He's like, "No, nothing."
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I get the feeling David Filoni's on the same boat. Like it's not much is gonna change either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. And like I saw this image earlier today and I was like, wow, this can't be real. And it is. This one was wild right over here from Tree Bear. Yeah, this one. Tree Bear, you're out of control, man.
Yeah.
Tree Bear, you're out of control.
Look at that meme right there with like
but yeah, it's just
I think Star Wars as a brand is just so diminished. Like I think Jay, you reviewed Skeleton Crew, and I think you generally liked it, right? But in terms of like people's interest, nobody was really interested in getting to know more about the TV show. Is that correct?
Skeleton Crew had probably the lowest ratings, like viewership, and it was the thing that I appreciated with that. It was designed for kids. And I thought that's what Disney Plus would be. It would be like Star Wars shows for children, right? And that's, they put the blockbuster movies in the theater. But like if kids, because like when I think of Disney Plus, I think of like Little Mermaid and all the, like all the stuff that, like kids, like the cartoons and stuff. And so if they're going to put something on there, like something like the Skeleton Crew would have been it's like a perfect thing for kids, right? So that's where that was. But I want to show you this. A lot of people don't talk about this too much. If you want to share the screen, this was this is one of the biggest tragedies in Star Wars is the High Republic series. This was like their brand new book and comic series that was going to take over the expanded universe, right? This was like the poster that was leaked on how they were going to write this new High Republic series, right? There's diversity, dinosaurs, representation, diversity. You could see all that in there. Relatable characters on the bottom. These were some of the characters that they made. This is Geode. He's a pilot of a ship that's called the Vessel. I mean, you want to talk about no creativity?
Is that
you
just
literally have a freaking rock named Geode with no arms, legs, that doesn't talk, co-pilot a ship called the Vessel. That's where we're at. Let's get on the Vessel. Wow, you really thought up long and hard. This was supposed to be, I guess, their Han Solo character. The thing also, they wanted to make sure that their sexuality was upfront. And so they made sure to let everybody know that he was asexual, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what Ram, you got a big chubby woman here named Ram. That's really well. And you have the writers, like these are some of the old tweets. They're basically like, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. Basically what the writers were saying back then. And real quick, I'll just go over this is the sales numbers that you can get from the book sales to see like how they sold. So the very first one that came out was 100 and so this is, I believe this is physical copies and digital copies, right? So it came out January 5th, 2021, sold 120,000 copies. The next one 60, the next one 35,000, the next one 13,000.
Wow.
So you could see and this is the first batch that came out. The young adult novels never do as well. You're talking like 7th, 8th grade. First one that came out was 60,000. The next one, 20, 21. A paperback box set of all three released April 2023 only sold 500 copies. Mid-grade, 37,000, 7,000. It gets better. 5,000 copies of a Star Wars book was sold, right? Then phase 2. So basically what this is the first one that came out, right? And in phase 2, this is part 2 of that first book. You get what I'm saying? So these are part 2 of those books that we just sold. So you're talking like the first one was 120,000 sales. They lost 100,000 customers.
Crazy.
In the second book.
Yeah.
And 8,000 look, and this one here, this is shocking. I sold more books than a Star Wars book. You'll never believe it. It's like This one didn't even crack 3,000 sales. Star Wars
Your books are
EU book,
interesting.
Star Wars EU books sold millions, like not thousands, millions. This had and the article goes on to say that there was a $1 billion machine pumping these books to get people to buy, and no one bought them when the EU did not have that machine behind them, and they sold in the millions. Now you could argue that people don't read books like they used to anymore or whatever and stuff like that. But the crazy thing here is, let's see, we'll scroll down and then I'll be done with this topic. But let's see, I want to get to this picture. So this is the lady here. When they first introduced Galaxy's Edge, the theme park, people did not understand what was going on. What is Batuu? Why does it look like this? Why is there satellites crashed on the side? Like all that stuff. So Disney came out and said, if you want to understand Galaxy's Edge, you have to buy the book, right? So if you want to spend $200 on a theme park ticket, before you can understand Galaxy's Edge, go and buy their $50 book. It makes no sense. You go to theme parks to ride rides and eat candy. Like, I ain't buying a book to understand. This is the lady here. This is the lady here that sold that wrote the Galaxy's Edge book. She was at Dragon Con, the biggest sci-fi book factory. The guy who wrote this article, he's actually like a liberal, right? So it's like he's not just praising it, he's just giving facts. He says Delilah Dawson, the author of the Disney's doomed Galaxy's Edge novels, didn't have a single signing or sale at Dragon Con. There she is sitting there with Star Wars books. Of course, she's wearing a COVID mask, and no one came up to her for her autograph or to buy one of her books. That is all under Kathleen Kennedy's watch. And it adds to the complete failure of what she did to Star Wars. The High Republic was what they did to they used the High Republic to push their sexual stuff onto their fans. So did you know that they had twin non-binary twin trans Jedi
What?
in the High Republic? Yeah.
Of course.
Let me show you.
Oh,
you're gonna laugh.
Yes.
It's
that's
true.
news to me. That's news to
Yeah,
me.
that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what they did. Like, I'll show it.
And you're wondering
and
why
like this is what I'm saying. Like, this is all, like, people don't get it. This is all part of the destruction of Star. It's not just the movies. So here it is here. This is a real book, right? These are twin trans non-binary Jedi. Okay, that are in they look like Star Wars theory. They're like in the High Republic. The official Star Wars statement on their sites, in honor of Trans Day of Visibility, we're proud to unveil an exclusive cover highlighting Tarek, I don't know how to say their names, and Surette, whatever, and trans non-binary Jedi. I don't even know how trans non-binary is a thing.
Just making stuff
whatever.
Up now.
Yeah.
Currently featured in Marvel's The High Republic comic, we support trans lives, and we are passionate and committed to broadening our representation in a galaxy far, far away. And there's that picture I showed earlier.
Yeah.
So they purposely put this sexual stuff into the High Republic series where they had LGBTQ characters, trans characters, stuff like that, and they were trying to push that agenda in these comic books and books. And as I showed you, they barely sold 3,000 books in some of their issues, and this is freaking why. You know, so all this is just part of like her overall a lot of people don't talk about this because they don't, most people didn't even hear about the High Republic or even know.
Yeah.
But they spent a ton of money to try to get these to sell, like the old EU books that sold millions and that people love. People love the Thrawn series, and other things as well. And they didn't, because they pushed this bull crap. Like, what are you going to buy that for your kid? Here you go, Billy. Here's two non-transgender, non-binary Jedi. They don't have hair either. They're hairless. It's so freaking weird. But that, again, all that wrapped up, you keep turning off the fan base over and over with all this stuff till eventually there's really no one left. And then if you did put out something cool, people have already walked away. Like I know a lot of people loved Andor. That's cool. But nobody watched it. So it's like,
Yeah.
is that the
I
greatest
think
Star
season
Wars?
2 fell off the cliff. I think season
Yeah,
2
it's like
knows
the
that.
greatest Star Wars that nobody watched. So,
Now, I do want to ask because like during the Game Awards they showed what's it, the Game Awards? They showed off a new Star Wars game. It's supposed to be like a sequel or something like that to Knights of the Old Republic called Fate of the Old Republic. Now, I know that a lot of people like one of their favorite Star Wars games is like KOTOR, the
KOTOR.
1 or 2, and
Very
I've
good
never
game.
played it. I never played any of them. I heard people are like, oh, you should play it. It's really really good. Now, are you excited for this game, or you think this get like this the Disney Star Wars thing is so bad that you don't even want to check it?
Yeah, I have sadly I have checked out. And the only time I play those games is when someone gives them to me on Steam. Like even the Indiana Jones game, which I did enjoy.
Oh,
So I enjoyed it. I didn't buy it. It was gifted to me. I was like, I just don't want. And they had the DLC for that. I had to stand on some when Bethesda. I don't know if you saw, but when Bethesda came out and they used the Indiana Jones game to make fun of Charlie Kirk being killed.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
yes,
Yeah, the
yes,
I was
cat.
like,
yes.
you
The
know,
cat.
I'm not getting the. I like, please don't gift it to me. I just, it's horrible taste in my mouth. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want anything to do with it. Like, I'm kind of over it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the past few Star Wars games that came out, I didn't really, just didn't really.
Is it Survivors? Is Jedi Survivors?
I
think that's
played the
one.
first one,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, I have the first one.
I did enjoy it when it got to Darth Vader and all that stuff. So, but after that, I didn't really play anything else. So
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
of course, we all know under Kathleen Kennedy's watch, the whole debacle with Gina Carano,
Yes.
all that stuff.
I'm wearing
Yes.
the shirt right now.
Yeah, check it out. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, this shirt's great. I love this shirt.
She helped me design that. That was really cool. So,
Yeah, and my wife took the other one, the Rebel one. She's like, I'm taking this one.
but you guys
Yeah.
have seen Mark Ruffalo and Pedro Pascal with their politics and say that, and they all work for Disney. It's
Yep.
like
Yes.
they're out
They
there
didn't get
doing their
reprimanded.
thing, I guess. But
Yeah.
Gina made a post on Instagram that was that was so bad, but like all that was under her watch. So
Yeah.
it was just like, how could that's just failure after failure after failure, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Maybe at best it'll be less worse. That's probably the best thing I can say about
Time
it.
will tell.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, what we got looking forward to? Mando and Grogu?
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
because
feel like
was
that
talking-
ship has sailed. That movie should have been out maybe 2 years ago. It might have done better, but
Like I was talking to
Yeah,
a good friend of
right.
mine, and because he called me earlier today, and he asked me about like what are my thoughts on Kathleen Kennedy leaving and Filoni, and I was like I'm gonna talk about it today, and then I was like I told him like I think it's done. Like I think Star Wars is completely cooked. I don't think it can be saved. And he's like he feels that he thinks I'm wrong because like I am sort of black pilled on Star Wars, and he was like he feels like it only takes one very very good movie to bring people back. Now, like if it's like
yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
yeah, I did say maybe, but like, but the thing is that like I'm not gonna hold my breath because most of the movies and TV shows have been coming out. Most of them is not it's not good. Yeah,
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do with Doomsday. Like if they could bring people back to watch, they'll get them
Mhm.
hooked back in, and
Yeah.
they'll keep watching it. So
yeah, that I agree with. Yeah, let's go and read some super chats to see. SCDB with the 1 month
Hey.
says go buy Daughter's Revenge. Have a great stream. Yes, thank you for the 1 month. Yeah,
Thank
go
you.
buy Daughter's Revenge is in the description and it's in the pinned comments. Go check it out. Get it. It's really, really cool. Watch the trailer. I Want It All. It's actually really and the
Thank
quality
you.
on their stuff is really, really good.
oh yeah, it's gonna be the best. Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much.
We have Gautier says, I guess Kathleen Kennedy is somebody that Disney used to know. Yes. Thank you, Gautier, for the 5. Thank you. You got Ham the Third with the 5. Don't forget, Lucasfilm had another film other than the 3 mentioned franchises. Remember Howard the Duck. Howard the
That
Duck
was Lucasfilm.
isn't Howard the
And I
Duck
don't. I
a
know
Marvel
George Lucas.
thing
I think
now?
he had something to do with that, but
Isn't that like a Marvel thing? But thank you for the 5. Thank you. Oh, Western Smile with the 2. I agree with Jay.
hey, what's up, Westward Smile?
Thank you. Mitchell Fields with the 5. No men using AI to be woman tax. I'm sorry, chat, if he showed you last week. I wasn't here to protect you. I wasn't there to protect you. I don't know what you're talking about, Mitchell Fields, but thank you for the 5. Thank you. Mitchell Fields with another 5. Can you review this short? I ask, how is this not a game? Alice Queenslayer by channel Raj Graphics UI UX, not Raid Shadow Legends version. Okay, I'll probably check it out. I don't know what that is. I'll probably check it out in a bit. But thank you for the 5. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about this thing. So have you guys heard about this new thing called Pathways? This is a game that came out from it's not from a video game company, but it's from the UK government. And they made a game called Pathways, and it's a game. It's basically propaganda. It's propaganda, and it's pretty wild. What is this? So I watched Asmongold play through it, and you play a male or female, but they go by they them, of course. And if you pick a guy, your name is Charlie. If you pick a girl, your name is also Charlie. So so you're going through life, and I played this game. I quickly played this game right before we started because there was a thing that they removed from the game, but we'll get to that. And it's basically you go to school and you see like extremism or whatever. Like, what do you do? How do you react to it? It's sort of like a I guess you say like a graphic video game play along. It's not point and click. It's just like choose your questions, choose your answers or whatever. And the worse you choose, the more I guess like, oh, it's like you pick your path, and then there are 3 endings, and one of them is a good ending where you are a stand-up citizen. You report everything that's bad on the internet. When people, because this is in the UK, they don't really have freedom of speech and stuff like that, and have an influx of illegal immigrants and stuff. So there's this woman over here with the pink purple hair over here. Her name is Amelia, and she's one of those people. She's a goth girl, as she says in the game. And she said that she doesn't like that her country is being invaded by illegal immigrants. So she's protesting against it. And they called her an extremist. And it says, what will you do? So you're at school, you're in college. It's like, if you see her and she says, hey, Charlie, I want you to go with me to the Capitol to protest against illegal immigrants. Would you go with me? And if you hit go with her, like you sort of get like, hey, what you chose was actually wrong, the wrong decision. What you should have was reported her and stuff like that. So this propaganda game got sort of out of hand. And let me read the sort of I asked Rock what the summary is. Is a choice-based interactive educational simulation. And you play as Charlie. The story follows Charlie's descent into extreme right-wing radicalization through 6 escalating scenarios triggered by everyday frustrations. Of course, losing competition to a black student, blaming immigrants, encountering video claiming Muslims take veteran housing, or government portrayals betrays white British people. Players make decisions, ignore, engage, like comments, join groups, protest erosion of British values, or shout slurs tracked by a basic extremism meter. Excuse me. A key bad influence is Amelia, a purple-haired goth girl pushing nationalist and anti-immigration ideals. So there are 3 endings. There's a save good ending where Charlie avoids all of them. He does not participate. There's a moderate ending where he prefers schools. He goes to school and he tries to prevent stuff from happening by going to counseling. Because, hey, I want to go to stuff, but I feel like I shouldn't go, so he goes to counseling. And the extreme bad decision, which is he fully channels and hangs out with these people. And at the end of it, you get counseling for a potential terrorism concern with a mentor. So with this, the internet unilaterally came together and loved this girl named Amelia. And they started doing AI videos, and they started making her like a hero.
Yeah, I saw Smash JT video. It was like, what's this purple hair? So this is the one. Okay. Yeah.
This is the one.
I-
So Jay,
I
what are
missed
your
it,
thoughts
yeah.
on this? This is a game from the UK and from the government. And if you actually, I went to go play the game. The parts where you actually go with Amelia and you see her protesting, that part has since been removed from the game.
Really? Well, then
Yes.
what the fun is that? Come on.
Yeah, so you see her talk about it, but that part where she's actually at the Capitol holding the British flag, completely gone.
I feel like
What?
these people live in such a bubble, and they think when they make this stuff that it's just that's what everybody wants. Like that's what
Yeah,
everybody
I-
wants. So let's just give
I
it
thi-
to them.
Yeah. I think that's what's been happening with the country in general. Not just this video game. But
It's just like wow,
yeah.
crazy.
So wait, is the dev team behind this like the government assembled in-house, or did they just outsource a particular development team to make this game on behalf of
I think this one is so I'm not 100% sure, right? If you have to play the game, it actually just like it brings you to a website. So I think it's called East Riding for Yorkshire Council, Hull City Council, and SOUK or something like that. And it's just basically it's I'm not sure if it's by a development, but it's basically issued from the government and basically telling people, hey, this is what you should be doing. We're making a game about it.
Hold on.
And the reason why the government, that the UK government started like removing a lot of the Amelia scene is because they weren't supposed to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They were supposed to like that.
Jay, you have something pulled up? I'll bring this up over here.
Whenever you get a chance.
All right.
Someone said this is the worst ending, by the way. Amelia said, Charlie, will you help me secure a future for the white race? What the freak? Is that for real, bro? I gotta play this game.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's the worst ending, by the way. Oh my god.
This is propaganda, the game. And the fact that the government didn't want the people to actually like this character. So if you actually type up Amelia on X, it says Amelia debuted in late 2025 Pathways game funded by the UK councils and the Home Office's Prevent program, where she pushed a fictional group opposing mass migration. Players flipped the script, turning her into a heroine through memes, fan art, and streamers like Asmongold. The buzz peaked with January 16th AI video by user Huff showing Amelia in knight's armor decreeing cultural changes, grooming gangs, and London Mayor Sadiq Khan racking up 3 million views. Chants like your country is being taken over.
Wait a minute, was it a game to like promote white people or anti-white people?
It's a game to promote to be okay with mass migration.
Yeah, it was a propaganda game. It was like
that was the game.
Government, and now it's been flipped.
It's been flipped
because all I see on Twitter now is like this stuff. Like, this is, like, how did that happen? Because you could do that in the game. Like you could change her, like look at that, vote for her for prime minister.
So people started making AI images of her. Is because they actually support her. And
like it backfired in the worst way.
Yeah, it completely backfired because you're not supposed to like her. You're supposed to be against her, but
but it turns out people related to her the most.
No, you're good. But yeah, so it's just like people flip the script and they're like, no, we actually like this person. And it's like, well, you're not supposed to like this person. You're not supposed to like her.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah. So Leaflet, shout out to Leaflet. She made some AI stuff, and this is the one she made recently.
ねえ、チャーリー。イギリスのこと好き？
どうして行かないなんて言ったんだろう。
いや、
君の歌が僕らの未来を送ってくれていたのに。
行こう。世界を変えに。
残念ね、チャーリー君。そんな有害な考えを持っているなんて、更生施設に入ってもらうわね。許されることではないの。
あのアメリアって子は全く悪影響なんだよ。
This is really good.
文化を守りたいっていう気持ちの どこが悪いの？みんな
Protect your
自分の
culture.
生まれた国や
Yeah.
文化が大事なはずでしょう。悪いことだなんて、私には思えない。
Yeah.
That's
So people start-
hilarious that they flipped it on that. Holy crap.
Yeah. So there's a
Yeah.
bunch of memes, a bunch of people who are basically saying that how this is once supposed to happen, right? So Amelia, the thesis, the UK government funded an online propaganda game called Pathways for kids, and this is marketed towards kids, not for adults. So the game is woke AF and forces you to be super pro immigration. Amelia is introduced as a badass nationalist who defends British rights. All the choices with her are actually based, but anytime you side with her, your character gets labeled as an extremist. If you join a nationalist group, you will get to meet hot racist Harthos and fight against the destruction of your culture. As a result, everyone started to love Amelia. The game completely backfired. She's a symbol of the current rising discontent and the mass migration foreigners into the United Kingdom. Who else has been vocal about the UK situation and tagged Elon Musk? Coincidentally, Elon's grandmother is from the UK. His middle name is Amelia. So so people started making a bunch of fan art of this, and it completely backfired. And they have to remove that section where she's protesting in the Capitol in the game. So that's basically what's been happening, and I just think this is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The funny
Gotta
part is
love it, man, when it,
having,
like-
having to remove that content.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta
but,
love it.
and yeah, there's a lot of them. People are start making a bunch of these things, and I think that I think it was right over here. I think this scene was completely removed right over here, where she's like at the Capitol says no entry. Like the scene was removed from the game. Like because I played, you can go ahead and play it right now, and that this scene, like you see him on the phone doing it, but you don't see the actual the scene where she's actually at the Capitol, right? But yeah, and it's just a lot of people are like, this is Keir Starmer, just waiting for Keir Starmer to make a public statement to denounce this meme, and I just feel like it's not just in the US that's this is happening to now, right? It's also in the UK, and like I just don't understand, like, when is it a bad thing to love your country? Like it's just so weird now. It's like a taboo thing, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, Jay?
I'm always glad to see when the propaganda machine gets pushed back and patriotism comes alive in whatever happens. I totally agree. You got to defend your culture and your way of life, and don't let this machine like take it. The fact that they wanted to make a game for kids to brainwash them into thinking
Exactly.
that we can wreck our country. It's all good. Let's just wreck it. Like, you'll trust me. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's wild to me, man. Like, but I guess that's the fight that we're in all over, even in the States.
Yeah.
Like we know what's going on in Minnesota right now. It's like crazy. So
yeah, the Minnesota stuff is getting ridiculous. Like what's it called again? Like I was talking to my brother-in-law who is in law enforcement, and he says that like it's just he feels he loves that you guys can protest all you want, right? Just do it peacefully, and then when you start attacking people, that's when you lose it. And he says that like the government, they're they're not doing anything over there, and so it's emboldening the people to continue with what they're doing. And if you're against it, you're labeled as a right wing, you're labeled as a neo-Nazi or whatever, or a fascist or whatever. And that's the reason why a lot of people just don't really like a lot of people just don't want to talk about it. It's just like people don't understand, and that's why like you always hear like, okay, whenever we go to family dinner, do not bring up politics, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm that guy though. We have a couple crazy lefties in our family, and it was like, there's like funny memes where it's like when you finally get asked your political opinion, and it shows like a guy like dressed up, like it's just like, I'm like, yeah, that's what happens. So, but we try not to bring it up too, but I always open my mouth, so I make little pop shots just to see how far I could go without them people freaking out.
Yeah, I do that
There's
too.
a person in our family is a girl. cousin. She's like this white girl, and like she is full like she shaved her head for Black Lives Matter. Like she's like that's how leftist this
Ooh, great.
part of my
Yeah.
family is. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
we support our daughter's decision. Like they came to like Thanksgiving with masks on, and you're just like, so you just gotta like walk next to him and be like, like that kind of stuff. Like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, like like at the dinner table, it's like I'll say grace. I'm like, dear God, please heal me. I've been sick for the past like it's like take little
That's amazing.
jabs like that, and then you see my mom like. Her eyes all open, like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh no, everything's cool. Everything's cool. So but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever walk over there with a full MAGA hat on or anything. I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah. Like my cousin is like that too. And the thing is like she's a teacher.
she what?
She's a teacher.
Oh, a teacher, yeah.
Yeah, third grade teacher. And then I'm just like, oh, and like she says all these like nonsense on Instagram all the time. And yeah, it's just like, well, I'm wondering, are you teaching your kids this? You're teaching your students this. Like that's the thing I'm worried about. And like that's amongst a lot of reasons why like not, bringing my
Yeah.
kid to a public school. I'm homeschooling him.
Yeah.
So it's just like I can't trust him. And of course,
Oh,
like I
man.
always ask them, it's like, who's more better to trust than yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the truth is, I don't care. Like, so if you have a political opinion, that's fine. But when you're talking
Mhm.
about kindergarten, first, second, third grade, fourth grade, like if they don't get basics, like they don't need to go to school and be like, you might not be a boy, you might not like
Yeah.
that is just so crazy to me to think that that's what you would teach in grammar school when they can't even spell,
Yeah.
It's
Mhm. Exactly.
it's ridiculous. Now, if they want to go to college and learn about that stuff and pay for it, like, hey, like that's the beauty of living in a free country.
Mhm.
But when you try to brainwash young people with some of that nonsense, it's we had a teacher when I was a school teacher, we had a teacher like that too. She wasn't grammar school, she was 8th grade.
Mhm.
And she was like the thing about like progressive lefties, they're very loud.
Yes.
And most conservatives, or maybe like not people that just don't care about politics, they just don't want to be bothered. They don't want to
Mhm.
be bothered. So when we sit at the lunch table with all of them, and they start to talk about, oh, I can't stand like this. Can you believe this? And you're just like, can you just shut up? I want to have my school cut pizza here. I'm watching Billy pick his nose and flick it. I don't care about your politics, man. Like, just let me do my job. I want to go home. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I got stuff to do. And you don't want me to open my mouth because I'll upset you and you'll go cry. So like,
Mhm.
all you got to do is say, well, I like what Trump is doing. Oh, they get all butthurt and
Oh yeah.
angry. And I'm like, look, I don't need to have a conversation with you. I'm not going to change your mind, so just leave me alone
Yeah.
and go be crazy. But then like them putting the LGBTQ and all that stuff in the class. I had left teaching when that stuff started. There was something happening in Florida where a gay man had he was a math teacher, and this is where like the don't say gay bill kind of came about, even though that's not what the bill's called anyway. It's basically a bill that says we're not going to teach sex education of any kind to kids in grammar school. But he was a math teacher for grammar school and middle school. And when you walked into his classroom, there's a freaking massive picture of him and his partner like tongue kissing on the wall.
What?
Yeah. And so you're allowed to, at least at my school, like I could put up family pictures, like you're allowed to put up, if you're married, you could put pictures up of your kids or your spouse or whatever. So he put a picture up of his boyfriend, and people started complaining, and he's like, well, I'm not complaining that you have your wife's picture up on the wall. You know what I mean? It's like, but
Yeah.
you when you break down the story, you could literally tell like he did that on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like this little tiny, 8x10 like on his desk facing him. It was like you walk in and it's like right there in your face. And so it's like it was hung up on the wall,
Mhm.
and the story all changed and all that stuff. And it's like you're not there to teach, you're there to push your whatever onto people, and it's awful. It's awful. My classroom was filled with like stupid meme power memes, like you can do it, like that stuff. Like I filled it with that stuff, like positivity, things like that. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. It's just wild that like I don't know. I think the reason why these people would do it is because they're trying to be like it's like their form of protest,
Yeah,
right? Oh,
it's
is
a
that if you're not
projection.
gonna
yeah,
let me do that, I'm gonna do it even more, right?
Mhm.
And it's just it's weird. Like, Gray, do you have that kind of stuff like happen in like the Philippines where it's like
No,
you
no,
see
no.
that
At
kind of stuff
least
happen?
if ever there is, I don't think it's that prominent. So it's given that we're dominantly traditional and Catholic and Islam and Protestant, I don't think wokeness is gonna, those kinds of left leaning politics are never gonna permeate here. Maybe to a certain degree, but it'll get, it'll be in a very small group of people. It's never
Mhm.
gonna get as big as how it is for you guys, for sure.
Yeah. And
I honestly think that it's dying, and I think that the progressive left know that they're losing.
mhm.
And when something is dying and losing, that's when you see them at their most violent.
Yeah.
Like but and we saw with Charlie Kirk, and someone took a shot at the president before he was elected, and it's like they know like their time is running short, and so they're going to try to do their last jump to try to hold on to what their belief system is, whatever lie, whatever thing that they could rally around to try to like hold, like this mother, I guess, that was shot by ICE agent and try to hit him with a car, like all that. It's like they're
Yeah.
rallying around that to try to hold on to something that is slipping between there, because it's just unsustainable in
Yeah.
entertainment, in anything. Anytime you have that woke stuff, it's just there's no money there. So it's like Hollywood can't keep it up. And
Yeah.
eventually it's like, we'll run out of money funding, all those daycares. It's like billions of dollars and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I really feel, I could be wrong. I really feel that they're losing their grip, and because it used, like, I don't know if you remember, Phil, and like cancel culture was really bad like
Yeah.
4 years ago. Like when
Exactly.
Gina was fired and all that stuff, like you couldn't do anything if they got a hashtag on you, like you were fired.
Yeah. It's
And now, like after Charlie
it's
Kirk, I
bad.
saw these people that were laughing and making fun of that. Whether you liked him or not is one thing, but while they were laughing at him and mocking his, like in their classroom, now you're seeing all these teachers getting fired and like people like that, because they're like, yeah, we don't want that in our school.
Yeah.
So I never really saw that before. I feel like if the Charlie Kirk thing happened maybe like in 2021, we probably wouldn't have seen the mass firing that we saw
Oh,
this
absolutely.
past time. So I feel like we might be seeing a shift in our entertainment and everything. Let's hope.
Yeah.
All I can
Like
say.
it's like I have a lot of crazy woke friends, like working in entertainment. Like I have a lot of them. Like I have this lady that sh- um like when I think Bush Senior, when he passed away. And
Mm.
like for me, like I wasn't alive when Bush Senior was president, but I knew a lot of stuff that he's done. A lot of people didn't like him. Holy crap. Uh
Doug freaking B.
Dougie B with the $100.
Look at that avatar.
Yo, thank you so much, Dougie B with the 100. He says, "Go buy Daughter's Revenge."
Hey.
I heard a rumor that Santa is putting those who don't on the naughty list. Eggroll!
Eggroll!
Yo, thank you.
My
Dougie
man
B with
Doug
the
B
Thank you so
showing
much.
up.
Thank you, man. Holy crap. Thank you. Yes. And I agree with Dougie B. Go buy Daughter's Revenge. It's freaking awesome. The books that Jay made, the one that he did, never lets you down. Like the story's really good, the art's really good, and this one, it's it's not made for kids, so it's has a little bit more edgy.
Yeah,
So
a little bit.
Oh,
yes, a little bit, and
A little violence.
yeah, I love like the pirate stuff is really cool. Like I love the pirate themes and stuff like that. It's to go and get your copy of Daughter's Revenge. But thank you, Dougie, for 100. Thank you. Holy crap, man. Oh man, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But I forgot what I was gonna talk about now.
Dougie B.
Thank you. Yes, go and get that. Go and check that out. It is in the description and it's also in the pinned comments. And I know that the mods has been dropping it. But what was I saying? Oh wait, I just feel like a lot of these people are just emboldened by and I think the terminal delirium. I think that's the terminology for it. I looked it up, right? It's just that it's basically referred to. It's like the end of stage and it's like people starts like it's a medical terminology used to describe a state of confusion, agitation, or hallucinations that a body can occur in the final stages of life.
Mm.
So like
yeah, it's like it's like this in summary, like a rabid animal's most dangerous when backed into a corner. Kind of like that.
yeah.
Kind of like that saying. Yeah, for sure.
But we'll see what's gonna happen. Yeah, I just like I do agree. I think like I have I was talking about my a friend of mine, like when Bush Senior, it's like I was like, she wasn't even alive because she's my age. Like she wasn't even alive when Bush Senior was in power. So like if she was, she's like maybe like a couple, maybe a year older, maybe. But the thing is, she was so happy celebrating his death. Like for me, like I don't agree with what Bush Senior did too. But I would never like wish like, yes, I'm glad this person is gone. Like it's just like that's just like a
Yeah.
terrible, terrible thing to say. Like for me, like I don't like Biden. I don't like the stuff that he's done, but like I feel bad for him that he has like dementia. Like that sucks for him. Like I just hope that he just like sails off in the sunset and just retire and just hang out with his family and stuff. So, but like whenever something bad happens to people they don't like, it's just like they'll immediately come out and celebrate. And that's the reason why I talked about it with my brother-in-law. Is like I guarantee you, if the police officer, if he actually did get like seriously, injured and potentially if he died, like they would be celebrating. They would consider this the
Yeah,
good
yeah,
a hero.
The one
So
they
it's
doxed,
just
yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's just like this
100%.
person, like these people are like, and that's the reason why like my tolerance with them is just like they will do worse to us.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
I
I would just call
agree.
them
Like I
out.
said,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
they're part of the cancel culture that was really big at one point where they wanted you fired. And like watching the Gina situation, these like they not only did they want her fired, they wanted her to like be erased. They wanted
Mhm.
Cara Dune's legacy to be erased. They actually got that on some of the posters. They removed her, and they just kept wanting Star Wars to do more. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Don't hire her. Don't hire her. Nothing. And it's like they just wanted her life to be erased because
Mhm.
that's how much they hated her. And the
Yeah.
problem is there were companies at the time that gave in to these people online, and that's how cancel culture became so crazy a few years back because they gave into it. Like Star Wars gave in to firing Gina, and like that was probably one of the biggest cases. But it happened like on a smaller scale too. It's like if they saw like a tweet of yours like 8 years ago, they're like, get rid of him, get him out, cancel, fire, and they wouldn't stop. They would hound, like look what happened to we all know her, Cara Lynn.
Yep.
She worked for Rockstar
Yep.
Games. And they found out that she followed people like Gina and a few others, and some weirdo like went online and just made like constantly like, look at this person work for Rockstar Games. Till they fired her.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
freaking
it's
fired
just,
her for it. So
Yeah, it's just it's just I think she was I think it's
Yeah,
LRG, right?
limited
Limited.
run. Limited run.
Yeah,
limited run game. Sorry, what did I
Yeah.
what did I say?
Yeah,
Right, you said
Rockstar.
Oh, Rockstar. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for
yeah,
correcting me.
Yeah, she was working there and like she was like, "Oh, I'm super excited to play Hogwarts Legacy as well."
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's like, "Okay, yeah, let's cancel her for it." It's these
It's-
people will just do
Yeah, it's
anything
like-
and that's the reason why
yeah.
like
Like Yeah, right. She was here when she was saying her story. Like they didn't even like she hopped on the meeting, and I think her accounts were already deactivated with the company. Like they didn't even give her a chance to speak
Yeah.
with her superiors and stuff like that. Yeah, it was crazy. It's really nutty at the time.
Yeah,
Eh,
man. It's I think these people are absolutely crazy. And now the thing is, like, I like for me, I have no like before even meeting what's it called again? Gina Carano in person.
Carolyn.
Yeah.
Meeting Gina Carano. I mean, Jay's like, "Hey man, where are you?" I was like, "Oh crap," you know. It's like I'm supposed to go meet her, and I was like, okay. I was like, she's super sweet. I've seen her in interviews. Like, she's super nice person. I'm like I was like, I guarantee you, there's not a speck of anything that these liars are saying about her is true. Like, there's
Yeah.
none of it. And then meet her in person, she's even more kind and sweet that I could have imagined. It's like, and you did that to Gina Carano. It's just like it's these people. It's sort of like when I forgot his name already. There's this like this black dude that like he turned a bunch of KKK members like away from that. Like he was in the South and he was like, I'm gonna meet with them. I'm make sure that they're not gonna be a part of that anymore. And they're like, okay, let's go talk to this guy. So a bunch of those the Klan members met this black guy, and this black guy was like, hey man, you know what's going on? And he's like, oh wow, you're completely different from what people have been telling us. It's because they've been told throughout the entire lives this person's a bad person. And he was like, no, I'm just a regular guy. And he's like, you know, and it's like, "Oh, I know about this car," and he's like, "Oh," and I think he has, like, a really, really fancy car. I forgot what it was. I think it's, like, a classic car, and one of the guys from the Klan members were like, "Can you actually get me like, can I actually see this car in person?" It's like, "Yeah, let's go." And he's like, "Whoa, everything that people has been telling me about this person is completely false."
Yeah.
And, like, a bunch of Klan members just completely, like, just completely, just removed himself from that, that the Klan stuff. So it's just, like, I think a lot of people needs to do like, that's what doing their own research was it Daryl Davis? Yes, Daryl Davis was the one. Like, a lot of people need to do their own research on, like, like, especially during COVID, a lot of people was like, "Oh, just, listen to the government and then just follow a path and stuff like that." And just like, "Oh, this person," like, I guarantee you, if a leftist was actually open-minded and sat down with people that they didn't disagree with, I guarantee you, like, 80 to 90% of stuff they agreed with. It's just that one thing they don't, and that is what sets their personality. That's what they
Mm.
live by, and that's what drives them. And I think that's not a good way of living. I think you're living in such hatred and anger the entire time. You want to cancel people, and or worse, you want them to like not be around anymore. Right?
Mhm.
Nobody, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Shout out to nobody.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for the raid. But yeah, it's I think for me, like when it comes down to it, like I think that term, y'all need Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That like
that's true.
you like that rings a lot more clearer for them. Like you guys need to find something to,
It's more
you know,
true now more than ever.
yeah. But yes, I just feel like it's people are just crazy. But yeah, I I don't know, man. But like Jay, you've seen the whole stuff that's been happening with like all around the world and stuff like that. Like, do you feel like there is like do you feel like it's going to get worse? I feel like we're at the
Um,
tipping point right now. Like,
actually, I think there's nothing wrong with hard times because it makes
mhm.
stronger men. And like that old saying, and like so we might need a crusade here or there. Like
Yeah.
as a Christian, it's like I don't mind putting on the old like crusade and go out there and um we've had the thing with America, presidents come and go.
Yeah.
Like Trump will be eventually the Trump. He won't be president anymore, and what happens after that? You had I don't know, like things will happen, and I've been like going around the world. Like I think for me personally, there's a perspective of I've always said that I was like kings and queens come and go, and the world goes up and down, and and great people rise up in the midst of like horror, like bad times. and they're able to lead those that want to get out of the bad times, and we get out. We get out. America is such a unique place where the rest of, I don't know. I feel like when I used to travel, everybody was so fascinated with America. Everywhere I went, China especially, the people in China, they asked so many questions, and we would sit there and they would just ask for hours while we were in the coffee shops and stuff like that. They just ask, I mean, like, why are Americans so fat? Why are they so big? I mean, just over and over. And that took place everywhere when I was in Cambodia and Africa, like especially in Haiti. Haiti's so close to America. And they have access to our internet, so they see our shows, they see how people live, they see all that stuff. And it's just, as much as so I'll say this, America might get a bad rap in the media, but everybody wants to move here. Yeah. And the people that live here that hate America don't want to leave. Like, if you hate something so much, like if there was
you leave?
It's like, if there's a restaurant that I went to and the food was god awful and I hated it, why would I keep going back? Just to keep going back, just to keep going back, just keep going back. And I'm like, it's just, there's something about this country, and I think eventually, like, the majority of people want to wake up, have a nice cup of Joe, leave me alone. Let me just take care of my family. Let me take a couple trips. Let me have a nice steak or whatever. Leave me alone. But when push comes to shove and it's like, they're not leaving me alone, I got to do something, people rise up and do something. Like when they were pushing, like, I know I can say that for Florida, when they started pushing that trans stuff and like gay stuff in the schools, people were like, okay, we've had enough. So like everybody rose up and we're like, we're passing these laws, get it out. And it just like, okay, that's done. So I don't know. I think we might see pockets of where it's bad, but there's also a lot of good things that come out of it that don't get the shine that they should. Like for Star Wars, for instance, if Star Wars wasn't so bad, would we all be talking to each other right now? Would I even be on YouTube? If Star Wars was fantastic, like it's so, it's like one of those things.
Yeah. To be honest, like I hear Ron DeSantis is gonna try to push for no property tax.
Yeah, well, see, he'll put that on the ballot, and it's up for the people to vote.
Like, if that's the case and it gets in, I think I fear for a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, no property tax. Let's move to Florida. And then he's like, no.
You know what happened? Like during COVID, the lockdowns, Florida was locked down for like 2 weeks, and then we were open. And I remember, like, I went to Disney while everybody was still locked down. And I'm like at my Disney, like posting pictures and stuff. And like, people are like, that's an old picture. There's no way. I was like, no, it's open. Like, everything's open. It just took a few months while everybody was still kind of like locked in their home.
Yeah.
And the housing market went crazy here. Like everybody was like, we're moving to Florida. We're going to work remote from Florida. And the housing prices went from like 200,000 to like 700,000.
Wow.
In like a matter of months. It's a little exaggeration, but it went crazy. But now so people were moving, but now it's like they built too many homes. So there's more sellers than there are buyers. And so like we're starting to see in Florida, like the housing market, like starting to, like, a home that was 500,000 is now 400. You could see like how much they've come down. And, like even rent and all that stuff is like, it's all starting to drop fast. So I wonder if he's doing that no property tax to hope that people will come and buy these homes, because it's like, it could be a major crash here. Yeah. Which is good for a buyer, but not for an owner who bought a house at 500,000 and now it's only worth 3. You know? So
I would try to convince my wife, I said, like, we have a lot of cool friends in Florida, and
you'd love it here.
I was like, I would love to go to Florida. I think Florida's cool. But she's like, I'm afraid of the gators. So I was like, but Jay's only seen like a gator like once a year, so because like I told him,
there's a gator in my pond. They don't like gators are like, the gators are like squirrels here. Like they see people and they'll like look at you and then they like they take off
Yeah.
like crazy. I had one under my car, and while I was walking out, then my neighbor, this was a few years back, my neighbor was like, "Hey, gator under your car." I was like, "How do I handle that?" They're like, "Just kick the tire." So kick the tire and like you see like you know, and of course I jump like a big girl, like right, and but it took off like
Yeah, I would too. I would.
the
Yeah.
thing
in that
is,
situation.
check the news. You never hear of anybody getting killed by an alligator unless they do something stupid, like put their hands in the mouth or something like that. Like nobody ever, like it's
Yeah,
not a
that's
problem. Like they have parks here, and if gators were eating people or snapping people, like
Mhm.
they would do something about it. But they never,
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah,
bother
that's true.
people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I see them all the time. Like you see them now, and you're just kind of like, oh look, there's one. As soon as you point at it, they see you, and they're like. And then they take off, right? It's like they're frozen.
Yeah.
It's weird. Someone said can't leave your dog outside. All right, so if you have a bigger dog, they run. But if you got like a little Maltese,
like a small dog. Mhm.
and you see a big alligator in your lake, maybe every now and then you'll see like one of those. We're missing a dog, and it's like a little Shih Tzu, and I'm like.
Yeah, it's probably done.
Yeah.
Like the one that sort of made me sad was the famous gator, the little one, the little small one that was in Loki. Where, like,
Yeah,
those guys came into the yard and that like released called something, and then like the people released it in the pond, and now the gator's gone. It was
Yeah.
like domesticated. Yeah, that was a sad story. I'm like, God, it sucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
People
Alright.
domesticate those alligators here.
All right, let's go and read some super chats. Let's see. Sean Awesome with the 5.
What's up,
Jay,
Sean?
did you get the Billy thing from Headmaster's English dub?
No. No, I did have a student named Billy, and he farted all the time. And so you could always hear me go, if like something smelled, you'd be like, Billy. And the whole class would laugh. And then all the other students would be like, Billy, Billy, Billy. And he's like, it wasn't me. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So it just kind of stuck with me. I don't know what it was. It was just like, Billy.
Well, thank you for the 5. Thank you. C. Goatee of the 5. Jay, your friend Gina's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. She just posted a picture on she's lost like 60 pounds.
Yeah, she's looking really good.
Yeah, she's getting ready.
really good.
Like, unless she start, I just talked to her when Kathleen Kennedy left. I text her. It was a fun conversation, but it was like, I know she's filming for her new show that she announced. That she announced a few months ago. So she was getting in shape.
Is it the one with the red that she's wearing red?
The one she posted.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like looking off to the side there.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, she's looking really good.
Yeah, she's looking great.
That's awesome. Thank you for the 5. C. Mitchell Fields with 2. Jay, what is Gina's stance on pineapple
on pizza? She hates it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Right
it's only
thing.
me then? It's only me. It's only me and Gary?
No, I like it too.
Okay, yeah, because you remember the story you told me about. Okay, good. But okay.
And that's how I know she hates it, because she saw me eating it. We were at the convention. She's like, what is that? And I was like,
all right. Now so do you like candy corn?
oh yeah. I'm like one of the few people left in the world that like that wax candy.
I need to give candy corn another try because I don't like it. But the last time I had it,
a
was
lot
like
of
when I
people
was
don't
like
like
8.
it. It's but it isn't like, so here's the thing. It's not like I go out and buy bags of candy corn. It's more like candy corn is that thing that you can keep in a bag for 20 years and then pour it out in a bowl. So if I go to someone's house and they have it out for Halloween, I'm gonna stick my hand in there and grab some and eat it. Right? It's just sugar. So that's where that's where I'm at with candy corn. But I can't lie and say I hate it, but like some people just hate it.
Yeah.
So you know.
Does Gina like candy corn? I believe she does, right? She hates it?
I don't think so. I don't think she hates it. I just don't think she likes it.
Okay. Yeah,
She's
I know
not
people,
really, to tell you the truth, she's not a sugary person. like candy person. You know
Mhm.
what's weird? When I was doing the con management stuff, and kind of glad I'm not doing doing as much because it got tiring quick. The number one soda in the back, like we go to these cons, William Shatner would be there, and Zach, like anyone that was at the cons, they were all there. Hayden Christensen and all that. Mostly everyone except one or two people. They were very awesome, like
Mhm.
awesome people. Even the guy that just got arrested, Keither Sutherland.
Yeah.
Funny story, man. I was in Columbus, the last con I did, and I was in an elevator with him. I didn't know it was him, and the elevator got stuck.
Oh.
And he had his guitar with him, and he just pulled out his guitar, and I was like, "Who the freak?" I was like, "Oh my god, it's Keither Sutherland!" Like, so he's just playing his guitar while we're stuck in the elevator, and I was like, "Big fan, sir," you know. And he's like, we just talked like a regular. And so what was funny when I got there with Gina, Keither Sutherland goes up to Gina and goes, "I got stuck in an elevator with that guy. It was a great time. Just letting you know." And I'm like, "Oh my god, Keither Sutherland said that. That's so cool." But like speaking of pizza, when I was doing like humanitarian work in Mexico, we were
Mhm.
building a special needs home, right? And Gary was still living in San Diego.
Mhm.
I don't know if people like my stories or whatever, but
No, these stories are
so
great.
so he I was in Mexico, and my flight, for some reason, my flight got delayed, right? Till like an extra day. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I text Gary randomly while I was in Mexico, and I said, "Hey Gary, I'm in Mexico. Like, I need a place to stay. Do you recommend some place? I don't want to go in a neighborhood that's like bad or anything like that." He's like, "Buddy, I'll come get you." So I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He's like, "You're gonna be at the border?" I was like, "Yeah, all right, cool." So I cross the border. I get dropped off, and Gary picks me up. He's like, "I gotta go live though." He had to do his nooner, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's like, he goes, "After I'm done with my nooner, we'll go get pizza." And I was like, "Fine, I want to take a shower and all that stuff." It's really nice. So we go back to his house, and his wife, the rest of his family were gone on some other trip. So he was there
Mhm.
by himself. So I go there, and like he's doing his nooner and all that stuff. And like I take a shower, and I lay down. I was exhausted. And then, all right, so he's done. So he's like, "You want to get some?" He's like, "You like pizza, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I get a special kind of pizza." And I was like, "Gary, it's fine. I'll eat whatever you like, man. Whatever you want." And he goes, "I did a lot of drugs. So like my taste buds are like not there. I don't really have like taste buds." And I was like, "What does that mean?" He goes, "I'll get my pizza and then I'll get a regular cheese." I was like, "Okay, cool." He calls this place. They know exactly who it is. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll have like a Gary special," whatever he called it. I don't know what it was. We go pick this thing up. His pineapple pizza, bro. It's like pizza made with Tabasco sauce, um, hot peppers, chili peppers, pepperoni, and pineapple. And I opened that thing up. We're set outside his San Diego. Well, he doesn't live in San Diego anymore. And I opened that thing up, and that pepper hotness, like I felt my skin like melting or whatever it was. So, I'm like, I don't be rude. The guy picked me up, like,
Yeah.
and like I'm staying the night at his house, taking me to, like, you got a friend when someone takes you to the airport. So it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you take you to the airport. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be rude. I'm gonna try a piece. So I tried a piece of that piece, bro. He looked at me and he goes, "You okay?" Like it was so hot, dude. I'm like, I'm like, I I can't do it no more. I gotta eat something else. He laughed so hard, bro. He called me like such like a P word and like such a girl. Like you can't handle a man's pizza, like all that stuff. Like holy crap, dude. I was like, that thing, it's like instead of tomato sauce, it was like hot sauce, right? And like it
Mhm.
was so hot, Phil. Like hot, and this man's just eating it like it's like a cracker, like nothing.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
holy
wild.
crap, dude, Gary. That's my
Yeah.
Gary pizza story.
I love I do like me a good pizza from time to time. It's just like I do like spicy, but like like Tabasco. It's like it's like a sour spicy, and it's just like
It
very
was
high.
freaking hot. Yeah.
I would try it.
I was
I'm just
shocked, and I
listening to
wasn't
you.
trying to be rude, but I was like, I can't eat no more, man.
You start
Yeah.
sounding like RFK Jr.'s.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Oh man, you're like I don't know how like you end up in these like scenarios where
I
like, you
don't
meet,
know
like
either,
celebrities and stuff
bro.
like that. It's like
I don't know either, bro. I don't
I
know
love these,
either, man. It just
these
happened.
stories are so good. I love it. And well, thank you so much, Jay, for coming on. Really appreciate it. I know that
Oh,
it's
no problem.
it's like what, like 11 on
Yeah.
your end now. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And if you guys chat and you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and check out
Yeah, check it
and
out.
buy Daughter's Revenge. And yeah, go and check it out. It's very it's super cool. And I think the I Want It All is probably like yeah, I'm gonna get the I Want It All. I haven't bought it yet because I'm low on funds right now. But I've been buying a lot of
So
other
send more
stuff,
super chats.
yeah, chat. Send some more super chats so I can buy I Want It All. But yeah, so if you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and check out Daughter's Revenge. You've been working about 2.5 to 3 years on this project with
Yeah.
X-Wing. And this looks really cool, man. Jay, congratulations on this
Thank
big
you.
milestone, man. This is awesome. And it is in the pin the comments and in the description, and the mods has been dropping the links. Thank you so much for the mods.
I
But Jay,
appreciate for the invite, man. I always love
Yeah.
coming on here. So anytime, like, don't hesitate, and we'll work it out. You know.
yeah, thank you.
We'll
Thank
work
you.
it out.
So Jay,
So
what are you doing, man? And where can people find you?
you can find me on the Welcome to the Rebellion podcast channel. I go live there every morning from 8 to 10, and we just react to the news of the day. So sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's nothing, and we just hang out with the chat. And then the Drunk3PO main channel is where you'll find like our pop culture live streams over there. So either one. But yeah. But get the book, man. Oh, look at this.
Yo, Dougie B with another $100 super chat. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
It's for the I Want It All fund. Thank you, Dougie B. I will purchase the I Want It All. Thank you, Dougie B, for the other 100. Holy crap! And yes, chat. If I get it, you guys have to get it now.
Look at Doug coming in with 200 bucks,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you, Dougie B. For
That's why Phil wanted me on. He knows I
200.
have generous friends that come around, so he's like, "Get Jay on," because they super chat. Doug B is freaking amazing, and I'm glad he's like one of my good friends.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome, man. Thank
love
you
that
so
guy.
much again.
Freaking love that guy, man.
Yeah.
So, oh, look at that.
Uh,
People are buying it for you, Phil. Look at that.
Thank you. Zencats with the 1999 towards Daughter's Revenge. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Dougie B, earlier as well. Thank you.
That's freaking awesome.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. And you guys can go check out Drunk3PO stuff. His link tree is also in the description. Go check out all of his, follow him everywhere, and get the book. Get since I'm going to be getting I Want It All, you guys have to do it too. Okay, it's a contractual verbal agreement that in the the country of United States, you guys have to do it now.
Yes, that's it. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me off early. I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Jay. Definitely glad to have you back again in the future. Thank you so much. Take care, man.
Thank you. See you.
Yeah. Chat, go ahead and check out Daughter's Revenge. Thank you, Jay, again for coming on. Really appreciate him. I know that some of you guys are just hopping in, but thank you. Him, X-Wing has been working very hard diligently on the book. Eric Hodson, we had him on earlier last year. He did all of the art for this. Really cool. X-Wing made, I think, like 3 or 5 pirate swords that were like gone in like minutes. Really cool, like a legit pirate sword. So that's gone. And go and check out Rip Ascend. There's a bunch of other books there, but Daughter's Revenge, really cool stuff. And go ahead and check them out. Thank you. Let's see. Show us the Gina Carano picture. Hold on. You want a high? Hold on. Gina Carano IG. All right, I'll bring it up. Oh
yeah, she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. You said Jason is like 60 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's looking good. All right. So but she can also kick your ass.
Yep, for sure, dude. She spent her
Yeah.
lifetime
Yeah.
becoming good at that.
But yeah, but thank you for that, Mitchell Fields. Thank you. The latest picture from X is also hot. Wait, is it a different? Is this a different photo? The one from X? Is it this one? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's the same one. Same photo. Yeah, she can kick my ass all day. Yeah, time for Phil to start selling life-size Fuda doll venture. Yeah, can we ban Best Waifu Guts? Can we get him out? Can get him out of here? All right. So Grae, do you know what I've been spending my money on?
Is it still the same thing as last week, or did you diversify to new ventures?
What did
apart
I
from-
say last week?
You said One Piece trading card. You spent.
Yes.
You guys.
Yes. It's still the One Piece
4K.
trading card. Okay, so
Yeah.
so when I first started with the One Piece trading card, I started doing One Piece OP13. And OP13 is one of the biggest sought after ones because typically you have 12 chase cards. No, 10 chase cards, right? So those basically chase cards, what that means is basically the cards that people really want from that set. OP13 has 24. And the most expensive card in OP13 is $22,000.
22,000?
Yes. It's not the most expensive One Piece card, but it is very, very it is very expensive. So I got into it. Me and my brothers, and my sister, we chipped in. We came in together and spent $1,000. And we didn't get a single hit. Well, technically, like we spent over $1,000 and we only got back $200.
Oof. Yeah, that's why like I like if I'm gonna get into that stuff, it's like I'm really more on board to not opening it and just let the price of the pack itself appreciate rather than
Nah.
taking that risk. Oh, maybe there's a really, really good card here.
And then what
Yeah.
happened was that they're gonna
Yeah.
release the Gooner set, right? I told you about that one. Called
Hmm.
EB03. EB03
Oh
is
yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
out.
We talked about that last week. Yeah.
EB03 is coming out in February, and that pre-order we bought a case. Right? So that means you have about like about 2,000 to 3,000 cards per case, and that case was $4,000. And we split it 4 ways, so it's $1,000 per person.
And so yeah, correct. So you're saying you opened yours, you only got a $200 return.
No.
Or-
So EB04, I mean EB03 has not come out yet. So we're waiting for that one. But
Oh, okay.
OP14 came out yesterday.
Oh, so you made okay, sorry. So it's another
So,
one.
So another release.
It's another one. Okay.
OP14 came out yesterday, and we bought a case for $2,600.
Okay, so
And
that's why
while we bought that, Logan Paul just got into One Piece trading card.
Oh God! Oh no!
And you
Oh.
know what he did
You
with
know what he's-
Pokemon, right?
Yeah, you know he's gonna make like Liquid Marketplace 2.0, and enough stupid people are gonna get into that.
So Pokemon is on a downtrend, and One Piece is on the uptrend. And the thing is that One Piece art is way better, and the quality is way better because it's from Bandai. So he bought 3 cases of OP13, and now like everyone, like all the normies started getting on it. So yesterday I didn't stream. The reason why I didn't stream yesterday is because I went to go open the case with my siblings.
Oh,
But prior to opening the case, I bought a box. I went to my local card shop and I bought a box. And there are many boxes. And OP13 is the most expensive box. When I first bought it, it was $320. Now it's $550 because of how crazy that box is. The second most valuable box is OP11 at $440. So I went there. I'm like, man, $400 is sort of fucking expensive. And then I'm like, it's like, I was like, so which box do you guys have available? We have this, and then we have this, we have this, we have this. We have OP11, OP12, and OP13. OP14 is opening tomorrow, so this is when I went on Thursday. And I was like, what's wrong with OP12? And it's like, well, OP12, because OP12 is only $220. So it's at market price. It's an MSRP, right? And I was like, what's wrong with OP12? He's like, well, OP12 isn't really that sought after. It's still good, but you could be lucky and pull a Marshall D. Teach Black Pirate card, Blackbeard card. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever, And I bought. I was like, okay, sure, I'll just get OP12 for $200. And he said, good luck. I went home and opened it. My wife opened the Marshall D. Teach SP Gold card, and guess how much that card cost?
$2,000.
Let me bring it up. I have a photo of it.
So that's why you said you were broke earlier.
I have a photo of it. So let me show you guys, okay? Okay. So I have a photo of it. The reason why I don't have it is because it's off the grading. Let me zoom out, and there it is.
There we go. Oh, there we go.
Okay, you guys see that?
Yep.
So he's one of the 4 pirate lords.
Mm-hmm.
This card, not graded, is $2,000.
Oh, I got it right. But that's still non-graded. What if it's graded?
I sent it off to Beckett. So Beckett is the most strict grading card. Grading. So there's PSA, there's CGC, the one that Drunk3PO talked about. There's tag, and there's CGC. I mean CGC, tag, and a bunch of other ones. So PSA is typically the normal. The reason why people don't do Beckett, he's not pirate, he's the emperor. It says a pirate lord on the bottom. Okay. So the thing is, that card graded is 10,000 at Beckett.
Wow.
So I basically sort of did get back my money and a lot of other money, but it's gone to go. It's great. It's getting graded right now. So I don't have the card with me. I don't have the card. I got it, and then we went to go get it graded, and it's $200 for the grade. So, according to the person that we sent it off to, he said that if you sent it to PSA, it's a 10, but the most PSA will offer, people would buy PSAs for $5,000. But the reason why I went with Beckett is because if you get a black label graded 10, the label on top from Beckett is black and gold, like the card. So it's like aesthetically, it looks good. That's
okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday we opened a bunch of stuff. This is all. So the case was $2,600. My sister pulled a $700 card, raw, so non-graded.
Nice.
So she pulled that one, and then we pulled a bunch of other smaller things. But like basically today was just like me and her and everyone going through to see how much money we can make, how much money, like, and how much trading and stuff like that. So that's why I've been using a lot. I've been using so I wasn't able to get anything.
So do you plan on try legit selling it at a higher price, or are you just collecting in general?
Oh, we're doing this for investment.
For money. Okay.
For money,
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're not scalping though. We're not fucking going there, fucking buying a case or a fucking box and selling it for like triple the price to other people. We're not doing that. We're not scalping people. All we're doing, we're actually opening packs. We're ripping them open. Shit, like what is the best Boa Hancock one? There's one currently in OP14. That it's like $800. The card's $800. It's the SR, which is secret rare. There's a bunch of other ones, but as of right now, that card is like $800. So yeah. Did you get the lifetime FIFA yet? No, I'm not gonna get that. Don't need it. Don't need it. Let's see. You see, go to with the 5. I definitely wish Gina Carano was somebody that I used to know. Thank you for the 5. Jesus Sevilla, thank you so much for the gift of membership, man. Thank you. And Mitchell Fields, thank you so much for the 2. So selling that card can get Grae a new GPU.
Yeah, I just replied to yeah, Mitchell. I finally have a new PC after staying it for like 2 years now. So yeah,
That's
I have an
crazy.
RTX 5070. So yeah, I just blew 2K on this. New
Did you
PC.
hear that they're gonna stop making 5070s?
Yeah, it's fine for me. It's running. My PC is running fine. So
No, they're
I
gonna
think
stop making it though. Like they're not gonna. It's basically like I believe that I'm not saying to stop making it. Like I heard somewhere. Hold on, let me see. Heard it somewhere recently that they're basically gonna stop.
it's because of supply chain issues, right?
Yes,
not
it's supply chain. Yeah.
not decommissioning it entirely. Yeah. But yeah, it runs fine. You know, like I could not have asked for a better GPU for that price. I know I could get, but like, how many games really maximize the GPU? Not a lot, especially with the
Yeah.
way the games industry is going. They're not gonna, this is gonna be super duper good graphics. They're not gonna do that. Not in this economy, and not
Yeah.
with the current low purchasing power of gamers. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good for like a decade, I believe. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yo, Tatsu-sama with the 5 gifted membership. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the 5 gifted membership. Thank you so much. Shout out to Tatsu-sama. Shout out to everyone for hanging out, who's like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And thank you for all the donos earlier. That's Dougie B with a 2 hundo, a Zencats, and everyone else, like Mitchell Fields, Go TA, what's it called, Shane Awesome, Western Smart. Thank you, and everyone if I haven't gotten to, but thank you. But 9070, yeah, just go 9070. Just go AMD. Just get, yeah. Oh, so we're here. So they backed off on the 5070 Ti retirement plan. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's your birthday? Yo, happy birthday, Mars Monkey Max. Your happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, what's it called again? So I do have some cards, but they're not really like used. They're not used. Like I have like a $10 card back there of Shanks, stuff like that. Oh, are you excited for live action One Piece?
Oh yeah, I'm so behind when it comes to
Season
TV shows.
2 is coming out soon. Let me see.
Yeah, I know we have a couple of shows we need to watch soon. So, but I forgot the timeline. I'm still out of touch.
March 10th. It's coming out in 2 months.
Oh, okay. Very
And
close.
the thing is that I started watching the anime again, and
okay. How is it?
they race swapped. Of course they did. They race
yeah,
swapped another character.
Yeah.
They race swapped Vivi. So I got a Vivi card, and let me show you the Vivi card that I got. Vivi OP14 SR. Let me double check. Is it SR?
Yeah, I saw chat's been asking me. I forgot Free Rent came out yesterday because I was so
Free Rent Fridays. You forgot it. Come on, you're a big Free Rent guy, right?
Yeah. I think it's one of the best animes ever. So yeah, I should watch episode 1 season 2. So yeah. I'm so out of touch with everything because I'm like, all I want to do is play Octopath Traveler because it's so good. It like, you know, my expectations for the game was so low, but then like when you started playing, it's like, man, this is really good. It's like I haven't played a game this good for a long time. Well, apart from Trails in the Sky, but like if Trails in the Sky didn't exist, like Octopath Traveler 0 is probably my game of the year. I'm probably on the same boat with Endymion because I know that's his game of the year, Octopath Traveler 0. But
really,
yeah, it's like, you know, it makes me think, like, makes me wonder. It's like, you know, how many mobile games out there, like, had they just made it a full blown, you know, console/PC single player experience, like, we're missing out on so much good stuff. Like, had these companies just made a single player game, they didn't make it a gacha mobile game. It's on its own, it's a really, really good game.
So this character has been race swapped to black.
Yep, that one I saw.
So
you know, it's
I asked, you know, what race is Vivi, and he said that she is a pale person from Alba. So I forgot what it's called, Iran. Forgot where she's from, but a pale lady. And she's from the desert. So I think they ended up making her black. But yeah. Oh, I did get this card though. And someone bought it already.
Yeah.
$50.
It makes it all the more concerning when if you think about it, like how many times is Netflix gonna do this to existing IPs once they acquire Warner Brothers? I think Black Superman's becoming more of a reality because
Yeah.
it's gonna get acquired by Netflix.
Oh, yeah, she's from Alabasta. So it's basically a Middle East, South Asia. But the thing is that so live action Netflix. Okay, so Chandran's portrayal is darker, aligning with real world inspirations, and is not a racial swap. Get the fuck out of here. She's pale as fuck in the anime. You want to see how she actually looks like in it? Like this is how she looks like in the anime. You tell me that she's black. Grae, is she black?
My Netflix eyes is saying yes. But yeah, it's they're just gonna keep. Netflix has this bad habit, like they're like season 1, like they're gonna.
Are
make
they
it
the same
good.
characters? Does
Doesn't
that
seem
look
like
like this?
Nope.
But I did
Why-
like season 1 though. Season 1 was good, despite some of the
Yeah, they
race
already
swaps.
did, right. They did with, I forgot the name of that other character which they
It's
race
it's
swapped.
Nami's sister. Nami's adopted sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All right. Let's see. Now, what do you think about this though? What do you think about Nico Robin? Because she's going to be introduced. Nico Robin is going to be introduced in the next in this season. Let me bring this photo up. Let me get a big photo. There it is.
She's all right.
So
she looks a little old on the top, but at the bottom
Damn.
one. But the one at the bottom is fine. I think she looks kind of old-ish on top, but yeah, it's okay. I mean,
So-
they're trying to keep it more family friendly because it's Netflix. But apart from that, that's fine.
Grae, shut up. Okay. You know Oda draws the people as big titties, okay?
Yeah.
Big titties. Now, here's the thing. Boa Hancock is supposed to be the most beautiful and attractive woman in all of One Piece. And there is a rallying call to get this specific actress to play Boa Hancock.
Hunter Schafer.
Grae, I'm gonna slap you. I will slap you. So this is the girl that they want as Boa. So she looks like
I
this.
remember posting something in our X page about that.
Oh, it was
like-
it was a black girl, right? What's her name?
Yeah. I
It was like
kind of
Megan Thee
believe it,
Stallion or something.
even though it's unconfirmed. Like it's not a far fetched idea. Let's be
So
real.
this is the girl that people want to play her. I think this is a good cast.
But will they though?
I don't know. I don't know. Will they? Because she looks beautiful. She is very, very pretty.
Yeah, and if you put that side by side with the way, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
but
so a
it's,
lot
this
of-
is
so-
Netflix we're talking about.
yeah, this is Netflix we're talking about. And I know that we didn't get so of course what's it called again? Vivi is not casted correctly. I think that the girl that plays I think this one, Nico Robin, I think this is a fair casting. I think it looks she looks pretty good. Now, if we get this, I'm okay that we didn't get Vivi. I'm okay that we didn't get Vivi as accurate casting because Nico Robin that's actually her thing. It's like she's supposed to be the most beautiful woman in all of One Piece. And I just hope that we don't get this bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, which makes it right. Am I wrong? Doesn't Oda have a strong, say in the direction of this live action?
In the first season, yes, but I'm not sure about the second season. I'm not sure how involved is he. Right?
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. So it's like a part of me thinks, yeah, the guy allowed it anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a part of me thinks that way. It's like he allowed these race swapping of some of his characters. So we can only hope
Yeah.
that Netflix at least gets this character right.
Yeah. So speaking of casting, we are on the topic of casting.
Oh, I saw
We
this.
got the first image of Sophie Turner as Lara Croft. And I originally had a big issue with her playing Lara Croft when they originally announced it last year. All right. I was like, Lara Croft is supposed to be curvy. She's supposed to be athletic, but she's curvy. She's voluptuous. And it does not look like her. And the thing is that we all know it. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows that Sophie Turner does not have any boobs.
Yeah.
And I even showed this to my wife, and she says, "Where are them titties?" So this is the photo that we got. Scroll down just a little bit. Where is it? Where's the actual photo? Okay. So this is the photo. Let me actually bring up the actual photo right over here. And the photo of the full image is bam.
Yeah.
This is your Lara Croft, everyone. The TV show Lara Croft. This looks like cosplay.
Honestly, it looks like something Phoebe Waller-Bridge would approve 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Grae, what are your thoughts on this overall, though? Like you actually played. You played. Tomb Raider.
Nah. I'm not a big Tomb Raider aficionado. So, but I prefer the older. This one definitely is not it for me. As in terms of celebrity live action, I think Angelina Jolie is still the best one. Yeah, and it's not surprising given it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and the only silver line when it comes to Tomb Raider as a franchise, at least the incoming game for this year, at least she looks decent. Still not the best, but decent and better than the more recent entries. And yeah, I don't know. It's like I feel like this franchise has been butchered so much already. It's like it's not as bad, but it's heading into Star Wars territory, in my opinion, given the people running it. And yeah, I don't know. We're probably gonna watch this TV show for content anyway. But
yeah, this is for sure something that we will be watching. I know that we haven't been watching Fallout or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not excited for it. Like I'm just watching it so we can review it. Yeah. Sad state of TV shows. Yeah, not excited. It's like things are only gonna heat up when this. I'm imagining this TV show comes out next year, the latest, like probably alongside Tomb Raider Star Edition.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get heated up as time goes by, because they're pushing all the ideologies as much as possible to this franchise, which is sad.
Yeah, it just like it could have been a lot better. Like we could have gotten something a little bit more accurate. And for me, I think that I think that this was a sort of big misstep. Is because nothing against Sophie Turner, but I just fucking hate her. I just fucking hate her because like she basically left her husband Joe Jonas it's because she wanted to whore around. She wanted to be a slut, right?
Yep.
So basically, this is what I put. I was like, hey, man, this probably would have been a little bit more accurate.
I saw your post.
Right? And someone said that, oh, her left boob is bigger than her right boobs. Chat, they're supposed to be sisters, not twins, okay? But I think this one might have been a little bit better than this, right? Even the one I made, she has a little bit more muscle definition, right? She's just way too skinny here, right? But Grae, It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse.
Good point.
We were saved. Or maybe we have, hold on a second now. I think that we may have something cooking in the oven. Grae, what did you think about this one?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Are you sure? Hey, man, you know, never say never, right? But actually, it could have been a lot worse. All right, it could have been way more worse because we could have gotten this. It could have been way worse, chat. Just letting you know. All right, if you think about it, it's actually not as bad as you think. All right, it's not. Is that X-Wing? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. All right. To be honest, this is what people actually wanted. Okay. Sydney Sweeney dyeing her hair to become a brunette. I think people would have been okay with this. I think people would have been okay with this. But overall, the thing is that I haven't really seen too much of her acting. Like I've seen her in like X-Men and what's it called again, in Game of Thrones, and that's about it. And she's not really a great actor, in my opinion. I don't really. She's sort of bland.
The vibe, yeah, the vibe I get, it's like, you know, she's the same. He's kind of like Vin Diesel or Giancarlo Esposito. They play. She's the type to play the same character in every project that she's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, I think that if we got something like Sydney Sweeney would be I think Sydney Sweeney would have been a great cast, in my opinion. But we all know that they're not going to do this. You know it, I know it, everyone knows they're not going to do this shit. All right. But yeah, but the thing is, I think overall, the reason why I brought this up is because GameStop said this is not Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Man.
The funny part is Paul Tassi even reacted to that. Like, really? I know you reacted to this. Yeah.
Yeah. See, so I said this is more like it, and then you know, Mary Tiles, Texas, is a laugh my ass off. GameStop W. You have to pay extra for the boobs or DLC, right? Calm down there, Sparky. You got breast, and you got this one here, right? Look at that a mannish face. Where the boobs at?
Oh yeah, the TV show. I forgot about the.
Look at that. What's going on?
Animated show by Netflix. Yeah.
This is what everyone wants. Now, this is not my proudest FAP, but it has to be done. Now, to be honest with you, I would be more okay if it was like this. Now we're talking about video game accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, boys. I think that's what we want. But yeah, a lot of people are actually liking her. It's like, oh, it's gonna be great, blah 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 blah. It's like, hey, it's gonna be awesome. But to be honest with you, like Sophie Turner is just way too slender. She's too skinny for the part.
Yeah.
Like she's just too damn skinny. Like you gotta eat something, man. You gotta at least work out, eat something. Like what's going on with you, man? Like,
yeah,
and
especially you're going through unless the story is about, you know, this stop stealing artifacts and shit like that. So maybe she stopped working out to go to exploring these different tombs or archaeological sites. Maybe that's the premise. So she stopped working out. Maybe that's what they're gunning for, which is on point.
Well, she's not supposed to. She's maybe she's all about like, I don't know, gender equality or some bullshit, right? But the thing is that like I think right now we have like the internet like universally basically said that this looks okay, could be better. Like for instance, like it's just a bunch of girls who are nude. I'm trying to look up an example. Like I don't know, man. I just don't. I just we could have gotten something better. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. We could have gotten something a lot better. We're just not getting it. But hey, man, I think we could do something here, right? Grae, wouldn't you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, let's see. See, Hollow Ninja with the 2. Daphne Keene would have been better for Lara Croft. I would say so. Yeah, Daphne Keene has to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And, like Daphne Keene's boobs aren't like super mega big or anything like that. They're probably like C cups, but like she has more meat on her body. She looks more athletic, versus someone who's like very very slender, right? But thank you for the 2. Hollow Ninja with the 2. Another 2. Death Stranding 1 is a 9.1 out of 10. Great. I recommend it.
Yeah, I have it on Epic Game Store. They gave it away for free. But right after Octopath Traveler 2, because like the DLC for Dynasty Warriors is gonna come out in a few days. So I might look into that too. So I might talk about it because like it's a pretty chunky DLC. So after that, it's Code Vein 2. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time to play Death Stranding. But I did like Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater from last year.
Was it actually good? People said that it wasn't good.
It's my first ever Metal Gear game, so that's why I liked it. So I imagine like the people who played the entirety of the series didn't like it, or they didn't feel like they didn't make much changes apart from like a graphical overhaul. So I can imagine that's the feedback. But in terms of me as a starter, I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, I think Daphne Keene could be. Yeah, so right over here, I said, what about Daphne Keene and Lara Croft? I think Daphne Keene as Lara Croft could be really, really.
Yeah, I think she just needs to level up her acting. Then she'll make a good Lara Croft. Yeah.
Grae, no one's gonna care about her acting if she's hot. Okay. Grae.
I don't know.
Grae. No one is going to care whether or not she can act. No one is going to care. Okay? No one's going to care. She looks good. People will be fine with it, okay? All right, Grae? Stop setting your standards so high.
If Hollywood showed her like this, but even if she was casted the role, I don't think they're gonna let her wear this kind of outfit. That's the thing.
I would let her wear that outfit.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We will, but not Hollywood.
Right? But yeah, like she's great. We don't even see her. The thing is that her face, she has the eyebrows for it, right? Like she's like Lara Croft, if you think about it, she's sort of like she has dark hair. She has like tanner, like her skin's a little more tanned. And that's what we're getting with Daphne Keene. Like we're like, I don't get it. I just feel like Hollywood just don't like money.
Yep.
But yeah. I just feel like Hollywood does not like money. And I just think they're stupid. We'll just leave Daphne Keene up for a little bit. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is top 10 video games of all time.
Oh wow. Okay.
That is
very high praise.
Subjective.
Yeah, it's like when I never because I got so busy in December, I never ended up making that video I wanted to make. But it's like when I see the writing of Metal Gear, the cut scenes, like it's a game from its time when back then when games weren't taken so seriously and no woke ideology inserted to it. Like I miss those times when you play games like that, and like they just remake. They stay faithful to the original material. I miss it. I miss those times when games were like that. They're kind of more wackier out there, and more more risque. It's like I wanted to show those Ava cutscenes, but yeah, maybe someday I'll end up making that video for this channel. Like yeah, I got so busy December, but on the bright side, I have a new PC now, so I can run it on even higher settings than I did before.
Yeah. Facts. Look at Gal Gadot. Well, here's the thing though. Gal Gadot doesn't have big tits. Right? What? Okay, now here's the thing. Once you put like Gal Gadot was hot as Wonder Woman. You see a lot of legs. You see some nice cleavage. You see some skin and stuff like that. She's beautiful. And then once you put a lot of clothes on her, it's like, oh, she's just a regular human. Oh, she's a regular person. And then it's like she's also very, very bad at acting as well. Oh,
Yeah.
And then once you bring out them titties again, or you show her in her Wonder Woman outfit, people are like, oh, it's all right. She has bad acting. I don't really care too much about it. I don't really care. Yeah, see, it's true. See, Lara Croft must have large chest. She must be large chest. I don't make the rules. Yeah. Hello, no, not no. Have you seen that bad acting one where like that lady makes fun of she does like she's trying to imitate Gal Gadot?
No.
You haven't
Or-
seen
or
it?
may-
All right, hold on.
Maybe I did, or I just. But I think not. I don't think so.
All right, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Impersonation. Let me see if we find it. Yeah, it's basically this. If you can find I want to find the original video for it. I've seen people reacting to it. I don't really fucking care about people's reactions. What's her name? What's that girl's name? Like I want to see her name. Like Gilmore. Gal Gadot. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we can find. I don't know her name. Shit. I'm trying to find her impersonation. Gal Gadot impersonation. She nailed it. Okay, maybe we can find it on. Fuck! Why is it on? Like everyone's deleting it. Hold on, let me see. Is this one? Oh, they found it. Found it. There we go. So you haven't seen this one, right, Grae?
No.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone and enough champagne to fill the Nile. Mirror, mirror, magic mirror, who is the fairest of them all?
Pretty fucking accurate, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking accurate, man. She's not good at acting. The reason why people let her slide so much is because she's hot. That's the reason why. But once you put on all the clothes on her, you're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, she's pretty fucking bad, man.
It is our sacred duty, and I'm going to help them. Kyle, no!
Oh shit, man. Oh shit. Like it's just like she was so bad in fucking what's it called again? In Snow White. She was
Yeah.
awful. She was like the worst thing.
Didn't they like right? They swapped the singer during her
Yeah,
songs.
because she can't sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was she was that bad she can't sing. So yeah. All right, let's go on to our next topic here. This one's pretty cool. God of War's got his the actor for Kratos. So Ryan Hurst is gonna be cast as Kratos. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And the thing is, Ryan Hurst does the voice for Thor in God of War Ragnarok.
Ah, okay.
And
Yeah, I
so
did
he's
see
already
Ragnarok.
pretty much familiar with the property.
Source material, yeah.
Yeah, and this guy he played Opie in Sons of Anarchy, and this guy is 6'6". And
Okay.
Opie is my favorite character in Sons of Anarchy. It's not even fucking close. But what are your thoughts on the guy who's going to be playing him?
Yeah, I recall like we talked about this, I don't know, a year or two ago, where rumor is they were gonna cast a black guy. They're gonna race swap Kratos again, so they're not doing that. And maybe like if the elections turn out different, maybe it really wasn't gonna be a black guy, but I don't know. But yeah, at least for me, yeah, at least they're trying to stay faithful to the material. But like this new older Kratos was introduced back in 2018, or when they first revealed the 2018 game, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty on board with this new Kratos. Like, more less of a revenge story, more of like a redemption arc as he got older. But now it's like it's the opposite. I want the older, the old one, the younger Kratos back. I feel like that's more of a colorful character for
Yeah.
me. But this feels more bland in my opinion. But anyway, it is what it is. This one's the one that kind of really took off. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think I wanted to see a here's the thing. I never played the God of War 1, 2, or 3. I've only played the 2018 and Ragnarok. So but I've know some stuff, but it would have been cool to see like fucking the Ghost of Sparta, like fucking shit up, see his backstory, him fighting the Greek gods, him fighting the fucking
yeah,
Titans and shit. Like that would be, but I think that would have been too expensive.
yeah.
Like it
Imagine,
because like it
especially
would have
the third
been
game,
way
man.
too expensive. Yeah.
He killed so many of them in third game. But yeah, yeah, I think this is a net positive overall. They could have easily continued with DEI pushing, oh, we're gonna race swap Kratos, make him a black guy, and if you refute that, you're a racist. They could have easily done that. They could have, but so like Jay said, the world is kind of healing, and like slowly
Yeah.
but surely the wokeness is dying. So that's a good thing. So yeah, no objections. I hope it's good. Let's see who they cast as Atreus, and that controversial character in Ragnarok. Will they bring her back as a white character, or will they
Well,
stick to?
we'll definitely talk about it. So here's the thing. I think this casting is good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted Ryan Hurst, to play Thor, because since he voices Thor, might as well just play Thor, right? Some people are saying that they should have Triple H from WWE play Kratos, because he actually looks like Kratos. In my opinion, like I've only seen Triple H act when he's in WWE. I never seen him in actually any of his acting roles, like in Blade 3. But we also did get another confirmation of an actor playing a character. Teresa Palmer is going to be cast as Lady Sif in God of War series. Now, here's the thing. We're getting Lady Sif in God of War 2018. That doesn't really make sense. Right? Are you because you don't introduce her into Ragnarok.
Yeah. I've never seen her in my playthrough 2018. I don't remember her, so she's definitely a Ragnarok character.
Yeah, she's a Ragnarok character. Now, here's the thing, though. The fact that she's white is good. I, of course, like this one on the right side. Damn, she's insanely hot in the game, right? But
yeah.
But the thing is, like, she needs to gain weight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she looks a bit too thin here. If that's her most up to date appearance, she needs.
She's way too skinny. She's way too thin. Now,
yeah.
As of right now, this is a win-win-win. The thing is that who is going to be cast as Faye? So if you guys don't know who Faye is Kratos' second wife. That he has that he has a kid with her, and that's Atreus, right? So Deborah Ann Wall, if you guys don't know who she is, she plays Karen in the Daredevil series on Netflix, and she does the voice.
Okay.
She does the voice and the face model and motion capture for Faye. So she does the voice. She did everything for Faye, right? So that's her right over there. So she did it for Faye. So this is Faye's her character. Now, if they're gonna I think they should bring her back to play Faye, in my opinion. She's still young looking, and I think that she can play the part. And plus, like, she's her character is dead, right? So the only time you actually see her is in a flashback. And if they are gonna bring her back to play Faye, then Atreus has to be white.
Oh yeah.
However, I talked about this before. Angrboda and the people from Jotunheim, the Frost Giants, in God of War Ragnarok are portrayed as black people. So I don't want that shit to happen, but I feel like that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen because because if they because Angrboda is black and Angrboda's grandmother, who's also black, is like a fucking giant. She's an actual giant, right? You sneak into the kitchen and you're doing shit with Atreus with Angrboda, and she's like a voodoo. She's like a witch doctor or some shit like that, man. She's like, "Where are you, Angrboda, man? Come out here, man. Yo, bunbo clot, you know, ducka, with shit like that, right?" Like she basically like she's like in voodoo and stuff, which is sort of weird when it comes to Nordic and like Norse mythology. But it's like it's just sort of weird that like Angrboda and the grandmother are black, right? Because if that's the case, since frost giants and people from Jotunheim are considered black, are they going to make Fae black? Ergo, making Atreus a biracial, like a half black, half white, right? So that's the thing I'm wondering now. So far we got a confirmed cast for Sif, and we got a confirmed cast for Kratos. Especially in the first game, are you gonna cast Angrboda? Like, because are you gonna, because this is based off of 2018. You're not based off of Ragnarok, so who's going to be cast correctly, right? So who's gonna be cast as Freya, Boulder, what's it called, Thor's other two kids, right? Who's gonna be cast as those two like fucking Kata 1 and Kata 2, right? Who's gonna be cast as those dwarves, right? So, and who's gonna be cast as the fucking talking head? I forgot his name already. So there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I get.
I don't know.
My gut is telling me Freya has a higher risk of being race swapped here. They might make her a black character. But that's a hunch. I get the feeling Freya's, the oppressed character at the end of the first game, stuff like that, out for revenge. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I'm not really super excited with these live action adaptations because The Last of Us was okay. It was all right, but it wasn't, oh my god, this is a really good TV show. I'm not expecting that, especially. So I don't know, but so far so good. I think we've been so it's kind of like trending now, huh, that they're kind of getting the casting more correct than compared to previous recent years. Like we talked about Enchanted last week, so now it's God of War. They're getting it right. It's not a black character as the main lead, even though.
Oh, you mean Tangled?
Oh, sorry, Tangled. Yes, my bad, Tangled. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, let's see what's gonna happen. I think God of War. There's a bunch of other characters that they still need to add in. So Atreus. So if Atreus is like a mix, then we do know for sure like the mom is gonna be whatever other race is gonna be, right? Because the most important next character is I don't know why they cast Sif. Sif is not that important when it comes to the first game. You should have cast Atreus first.
But then again, like I get the feeling like if you're gonna start in God of War 2018. They need to show a flashback of a younger version of him, even if it can still be this guy, it can still be Ryan Hurst. They need to show what made him, the Ghost of Sparta, like the ash skin, the red marks. So they're gonna need to cast two wives. One he ends up accidentally killing, and the actual wife in 2018 who dies. So there's that. They might do a mixed race for the first wife, the wife during his younger years, then stay faithful to the wife in 2018. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Like for me, I think like Christopher Judge is pretty fucking old. He's 60 something, right? And I think Ryan Hurst, he's like 50 something, so he's a lot younger. I know a lot of people were like, oh, Christopher Judge should have played Kratos, like the thing is like how, like he's gonna have ash all over his body anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter if he's black or white. It doesn't really matter. I was like, no, because traditionally Greek people they're not black.
Yep.
It's just that simple. I know I nothing against Christopher Judge, okay? Nothing against him, but I think he does the good, he does an amazing voice. I don't think he should be cast as Kratos. Right? Yeah. So as of right now, we still have Boulder, we still have Freya, We still have Atreus. We have a bunch of other characters as well. We have the two bald dwarves. We have the talking head. And you do need Athena, right? Because Athena shows up as a vision, you know, right when he gets his
Oh yeah,
chaos blades, right? He
yeah,
gets the
yeah.
chaos blades, and so he gets he needs to go see. And I believe there's also a flashback, a little bit of Zeus as well. So who's gonna be playing a little bit of Zeus? Who's gonna be playing Athena? So but yeah, has to be a big flashback as well for what
Yeah.
happened in
Yeah, it's
in
like
Greece.
that's way too like how he became the ghost of Sparta. How he
Yeah.
got that name. Yeah, they're definitely like it's such a huge huge misfire if they don't show that.
Yeah. So God of War actress I think was done by what's her name? Danielle Bisuddy. And I think she's still young enough to play Freya, right? Hold on. This is her. Let me bring a good photo of her. See. I think this photos. So this is her right here. I don't know why the image is like that. So this is her. She got some. Yeah, she could be very good as Freya. Grae, what are your thoughts? Just nice teeth.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I a part of me thinks like this is she's ripe to be race swapped. I don't know why. I don't know why it's her in particular, but yeah, I agree with you. This actress could be her, but
Mhm.
time will again. It's like so far so good, but I have yet to see. We have yet to see a TV show or a movie where they got the entire casting right. So I get
Yeah.
the feeling some of these supporting characters will get the DEI treatment. And
Yeah.
I legit think Freya is one because like she's like the wise, smart character in many instances, right? So I get the feeling that like that's a good opportunity for the Wokies to be okay. Let's make this
Yeah.
character black.
Yeah. So the thing is that this is the voice. It's not the face model for what's it called again? She's not the face model for Freya. The face model for Freya is actually done by her name is Paget Brewster or Paget Brewster, I believe that's her name. And she's like a well-known actress, right? This is her. So that's her.
Mhm.
Like that's because if you actually look at the face models, right? Like that one doesn't look like her, but this one does. So the model is provided by I think her Paget Brewster, and the voice is done by the other girl Danielle. So, but I would say if you want, right, because Danielle can fit the part of Freya. Since she already does like voice acting, like she can put emotion in that. But yeah, she looks Athena will be Somalian. She has all it's probably right. She's gonna be a Somali. She's gonna be bald. Paige Brewster in Coneheads. I don't remember. I know she was in Friends and like a couple other TV shows. Yeah, she's also in a couple of other stuff that I remember watching. But yeah, I don't know though. We'll see what's gonna happen. I feel like what they're gonna do, they're gonna go the video game route. I think they're gonna make the Frost Giants people from Jotunheim gonna be black. But if they make Faye black, then that's also gonna be very, very bad in my opinion. I think people and then the Atreus will be half. Could be a fucking halfling, half breed. Yeah, we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, all right. I'll leave this up while we talk. All right. Let's see. She's great in Criminal Minds. Yeah, I think yeah, she's pretty good. She looks better than the game character. Yeah, definitely she does. Oh yeah, Ye Ares. Yeah, Ye Ares from the God of War. Yeah. We now have Cleopatra portrayed as a different color. I guess everything is fair game. I think so too. What's going on, Emily Kruger? Hope you're doing well. Greek and African facial features are different. Oh, they're very, very different. Ryan used to be really ripped. He's really skinny now, and would have to use a bald cap. Would have been perfect on the Sons of Anarchy. I think that he can gain a lot of weight and gain muscles. I think so.
Yeah, you can gain that back as long as you're healthy. It's like
Yeah.
nothing's wrong with
Like
you can always
like
claim that
take a
back.
look at like fucking who's that piece of shit? Ben Affleck. When he played Batman,
Mhm,
like he got fucking jacked. Like he got huge to play Batman. Right?
mhm.
Grae is gonna be Jada Pinkett Smith. Ban him. Ban Antonius from the chat. But yeah, Creo Black. That's crazy. It's crazy. What's going on? Vat Law. About to watch Landman season 2. Oh, no worries, man. Have fun, dude. But yeah, but we'll see what's gonna happen. I think that the casting so far is good. It's not bad. It's so far it's pretty good. See. All right. What things? High Guard is coming out at the end of the month, and nobody's talking about this game.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I had mixed thoughts about this actually. It's like at first, like I like a few days ago, I was thinking, okay, maybe it's their current strategy now because it got so negatively received at the Game Awards. Like their strategy is okay, let's just be quiet and let the game speak for itself. That was my thoughts on the matter. But then I kept thinking about it more. But if you're really confident about your game, you would still do social media marketing for it, despite the negative backlash. Like, you can always frame it in such a way. No, well, our game is like is still really good. It's gonna break your expectations, or we're confident in the work that we did. But for me, this speaks, that this says to me that you're really afraid on the reception of the game at the Game Awards. And yeah, I've seen people like Paul Tassi saying like they didn't pay to be in the slot, which I can see that to be the case, but a part of me thinks they did pay for the Game Awards slot, but I don't think they paid for the fight to be the final slot. I think that happened on the last minute where Jeff Keighley had to adjust them to the very back, or Jeff decided to put them at the very back,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it worked to their detriment massively. Like if they released this in the middle or maybe in the beginning, they wouldn't be getting so much hate or backlash. But yeah, either way, the way they're handling their social media by silence is not a good way to go about it. But I do understand they're trying to. It's either they're afraid or they're not. They're thinking like let's just release the game, let the game speak for itself. But either strategy is not good. I think you should be kind of pushing it, especially you're a new studio with a new team. You kind of need to get your game known, especially one of this scale. But yeah,
Yeah.
time will tell by next week or the week after if it'll actually be good. But I know some people got to play it early and they're saying it's not. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
So we do know that Paul Tassi is sort of he's a hummy cock guzzler, and typically he's for this. So basically, he's a High Guard did not pay for its infamous Game Awards finale. So of course it did it, right? It's because it was Jeff Keighley's friends or some shit like that, right? But overall, a lot of people, because how much is it to have a your trailer at Game Awards?
At least $1 million, right? If you're paying for it, that is, if you're part of the people paying for it. So yeah, it's like it for me. It's like people are saying it's like, oh, they blew their entire marketing budget on being the last in the Game Awards. For me, it never really made sense. Like even that let's say they got a massive investment to assemble this team. Like for me, they could have spent that extra $1 million on making the game better overall,
Yeah.
rather than pushing it at the Game Awards. So
Yeah.
I'm in between whether or not they paid for it or not, but I don't think that they wanted to be the last highlight in the TV show. I think that was Jeff's decision, which
What
I think
an absolute failure
yeah,
that was,
yeah.
man.
I think everyone reacted in a lukewarm at best, dude.
Look at
Even
this.
for me, I was watching the thing live. It's like, what is this garbage?
Look at that. 5,000
Yeah.
likes to
Yeah.
almost 60,000 dislikes. That is
Yeah.
a lot. And they're brave to leave the comment section open. And
Yeah.
the thing is that even the Act Man, who used to be cool, now he sort of became gay, said,
Yeah.
"Bro, did they just give up? High Guard is supposed to launch in less than 2 weeks."
Yeah, he even made a video about it, and
Man,
yeah,
that's bad.
I think they're scared. It's like, you know, I think they're afraid. It's yeah, because like right, I said it's two things. They're afraid or let the game speak. I think they're afraid because like, you know, it's like it's really such a bad idea and tone deaf that, you know, you chose to withhold this, to not solicit feedback and only reveal it when you're about to launch in a genre and in a market that's so saturated, so hyper competitive, so expensive to run. Like, they really went about it the wrong way. It's like, you know,
Mhm.
like if this was like an indie small scale single player game, I think it would have been fine. I think that would have been like, you know, it's not an extremely brutal lesson learned, but
Yeah.
this is a live service, you know, competitive multiplayer. What, like, how are you gonna convince the Valorant, the CS, the Apex Legend players to stop playing their favorite game and jump to this one? Like, dude, it's really hard. So it really is. And it's like you started off with a sweet baby haircut of that character. It's like,
Yeah.
you're not doing any favors to anyone. I don't know. That's how I feel.
But yeah, so overall, this game has no hype. It's basically dead. I don't think anyone's gonna play it. It's coming out in like what, the 26th or some shit like that, or like it's basically
Yeah,
coming out in about a week and
a
a half.
part of me wants to try it just to make content out of it. It's like,
It is
I
free
don't
to
know.
play.
Yeah, it is free to play. It's like I'm not into hero shooters, but I think I can give a more objective take since I don't have experience in the genre. So if I'm a newcomer to the genre, is it a decent game at the very least? But
Yeah.
I get the feeling at the end of the day, my like what even if I play the game and I somewhat liked it, let's say I somewhat like I'm probably gonna say is like, you know, it's probably not gonna be enough to convince the, you know, the Valorant players to
Mm.
convince it to stop playing Valorant and play this game instead.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't have the chops to stand out. It doesn't offer
Oh,
anything
absolutely
new.
not. No.
It doesn't offer anything new, nothing innovative, nothing interesting. So yeah, it's sad. It's like, you know, the funniest thing, the funniest statement I've seen from this is like whenever the marketing push is from the makers of, it's a red flag. It's not.
Titanfall.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
red flag nowadays when you see that's the marketing statement from the makers
Yeah.
of this old better game. So it's like, yeah, it's a major red flag in marketing if you see that in the trailers.
Yep. Yeah, it's bad. It's very, very gay. Who the developers of Highguard know to get free advertising? They probably suck Jeff Keighley's dick. I will say that's the only reason, right?
Yeah.
It's so crazy, like how like it's like your final trailer and this is the shit that you put out. Like I'm pretty sure there's actual shit that I
Yeah.
poop out that's probably better than that, man.
Yeah, and you know the documentaries that are gonna come out on this, their intro for every video is Jeff Keighley revealing it. You know that's gonna be the first second that comes out when you click on YouTube to watch the downfall of High Guard, or you know the Mind's Eye like documentary, like, you know, the
Mhm.
downfall of why High Guard is a failure. Their intro for that video is always gonna be Jeff Keighley's revealing the game.
Yeah, my
Which is so
best
funny.
friend. I have some great friends, and then we're gonna, you know, and it's like, God, get the hell out of here, man. That's so stupid. What's going on, Primo? I hope you're doing well, man. He looks like he was at a Diddy's last party. Yeah, he's probably got skull fucked or some shit. All right, chat. I'm gonna leave this up for like a couple seconds, and then we're gonna watch some cringe things. Okay, we have to. You guys ready?
Yeah, to offset the cringe.
Yeah, and then okay, this will be called the what's it called again? The booba sandwich. We're gonna start the topic with Daphne Keene, and we're gonna bring in the cringe, which is the meat, and then we're gonna end with Daphne Keene. All right, just pause the stream here and leave. Did you watch Kata's FatCon stream? No, I didn't get to watch it.
Oh yeah,
I didn't get
time
it.
flies.
Yeah, they went to
That
FatCon
time
this
flies
weekend.
so fast. Like, I felt like we didn't not that it wasn't that long ago when we had him on to talk about FatCon. Yeah, I forgot it's already on or it already finished.
Yeah. So I'll probably watch it later. But yeah, so here we go.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
This one, yeah. I forgot about this story.
Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities. This clip posted by u/stale2000, a former Reddit mod who was just removed as a moderator of r/livestream fails. There are thousands more moderators like him running Reddit. And guys, this is not AI. This is not a troll. This is not a parody. This is real life.
It's like a part of me still believe this has to be trolling, dude, because
this is real.
This is like 100% what you would think a moderator looks like on Reddit.
All right, we have to struggle through this in order to get back to Daphne Keene. All right, here we go.
And this matters because Reddit moderators have power. They have influence. If you were one of the people who is joking about like internet janitor duties or whatever, I'm sorry to tell you, it's funny jokes, but you are wrong. Reddit moderation does matter. Reddit moderators have control over millions of impressions per day.
I can only stomach this so much.
Yeah.
So basically, he's letting this power go into his brain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was watching Griffin Gaming watching this. I think it's a longer video. He mentions like, oh, guys, I have a job. I'm a software engineer. It's like, for me, it's like, do you really? It's like, for me, it's like, if you have a lucrative software engineer job, do you have time to do bullshit like this? Do you have time to be a Reddit moderator and make a YouTube about you losing your Reddit moderator status? Really? To chat, like, if any one of you have a background in software engineering, do you have the time to do shit like that? I don't know. It's like, if ever, it's like, where do I sign up if I get paid a software engineer salary and I have time to do stuff like this? I want to apply. Okay.
When you think of Reddit moderator, this guy's face comes up.
Yep.
And that's crazy. He's like balding, fat.
Yeah.
It's just like it fucking entitled. Like, geez, oh my God, this thing. We're only a quarter ways into this. This is not AI. Mitchell Fields with 2. Is his face AI bad AI? No, this is actually how he looks like, unfortunately. He looks like a 22-year-old that's bald. He looks like a 22-year-old. Man.
And nobody seems to notice or care. Let's just talk about LSF. Think of all the streamer careers that have been created because of LSF. Think about the even larger number of streamer careers that have been destroyed because of LSF, because some clip went viral about like something bad that they did. I have had major live streamers who are effectively celebrities come to me and beg to kind of remove, negative posts about them.
I wonder if Hassan knows this guy in real life.
Yeah, maybe he's referring to Hassan.
I wonder if he's talking about Hassan.
Yeah, maybe it's Hassan.
Oh man, this is. Oh.
Even crazier story is the time when some Twitch employees found me in person and borderline begged me to make sure LSF is not used to destroy the multi-billion-dollar company Twitch, partially because at the time LSF was indeed being used to destroy the multi-billion-dollar company Twitch. Deservedly so, by the way.
What background is he using? Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Windows Media Player, and you have like the music, the fucking the little waveforms that goes in the background,
or the default Windows screensavers that if you leave your
like back in the day, like Windows 98 screensaver.
Yeah. Yeah, and this guy's apparently a software engineer.
Oh my god, bro. Look. Oh my god.
To summarize, Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities or influencers, not because they
Oh.
Oh my
Fuck,
god.
I can't, man, bro. I
Yeah.
fucking can't with this guy.
Cringe
the
level
hell?
1 million, man.
Holy shit, bro. We should be treated like celebrities, you know, like.
Celebrities.
Oh my god. You know what? You know what we need to do? We need to not force. We need to have Elon Musk buy Reddit
Yeah.
and just shut it down.
Well, on the silver lining for him, at least he got what he wanted. Probably not in the form that he expected, though. Yeah, you're a celebrity now. Congratulations. You got your prime time, but it's probably not the prominence that you're looking for, shall we say?
Yeah.
deserve respect or anything, but because they actually have real power and influence. I mean, if not for the world, at least over your $50 billion company, maybe if you gave them actual support, it could go from 50 billion to 100 billion. I mean, it certainly deserves to be that high up for how much traffic Reddit gets.
Oh my, because this is a real video.
Yeah, yeah. It's
The
like,
reason why he's crashing, or this Reddit now we have -1 Reddit moderator because now he's crashing out.
yeah,
He doxed himself, and this is exactly how we think you look like.
yeah.
Holy shit! Let's see what people are saying.
Yeah.
Smasher, he said that's one of them hard drive check comb overs. Brittany Benson says brave. Reno May says why are his lips so wet? Oh, actually, yeah. When we think of, oh my god, that's the guy. He's him. No way. All we need is glasses, bro.
And this matters because
Hold on, chat. Hold on. We need to do it. That's crazy. This is crazy that this guy actually looks like this.
Yeah.
Grae, what are your thoughts on Reddit moderators?
Yeah, I don't know. Lowest common denominator. It's like instead of spending your time, learning a new skill, looking for a new job, even just get a minimum wage job, like get a job at McDonald's. That's better than being a Reddit moderator. Honestly, it's like, it's like it just spells you have so much time.
Yeah.
Look, to those, like, there might be some people in chat who are moderated, but doing it like on your spare time, like after a long day's work, is fine. But spending it.
No, but like Reddit moderators, they're like they're like super.
It's their
cringe,
life.
though.
Yeah, it's their.
It's
life.
their life. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, if for people like who got mod status for a particular group for being a bit active about a particular subject matter or a particular Reddit group, that's fine. It's okay. But like as long as you do it during your free time or your downtime after work or after doing something productive for the day, that's fine. But these people make it their whole life without even being paid or getting any compensation of the sort. So those are the people I'm pertaining to. Yeah,
that's fucking cringe as fuck, bro. Like I can't believe that like they actually look like this. Like
yeah.
I don't fucking I still don't understand, bro. Like it's so fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
Hold on. I have a picture. You ready for this picture? Are you ready for it, Grae?
Probably not, but let's go.
How accurate is this?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We need bigger teeth.
He's just
we
missing
need
the
bigger
glasses, man.
teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it just is.
Like
these like
no,
and it's
no
like
risk.
Reddit. It's like insanely fucking stupid. Like they're fucking woke as fuck.
Yeah. No right-minded software engineer, who's career-oriented or busy doing, developing software for their companies has the time to do something like this. I really can't envision it. He's making it up. Oh, guys, I'm a software engineer from a, Fortune 500 company.
Yeah, guys, it's like actually, you're supposed to respect people's pronouns. You know, like you can't do that. It's like it's just like, it's just, we want a safe space for people here on Reddit. Just like, bro, just shut the fuck up, man. Like, no one fucking cares. Like, just like shut the hell up and like fucking jerk off to AI porn already, man. I fucking hate these people, man. These guys are so fucking cringe. And like people will just get banned for no reason just because they mention a person's name. It's that fucking crazy. Like, do you use Reddit?
Nah. Well, admittedly, I tried using it to push my YouTube videos out, but it's like, again, the one that's stopping me is the Reddit mods. So yeah, I stopped
Yeah,
using it.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's just like what you can or can't post is like fucking cringe as shit, man.
It's like whenever it's like example, like a Star Ocean subreddit. It's like I wanted to post my video because I talk about Star Ocean. So that's it. I wasn't gonna post anything else. It's like I can't push my own videos and shit like that. So yeah, okay, fine. I won't use Reddit anymore then, if that's the case.
Okay. All right. I fixed it. I fixed it, Grae. I fixed it.
Very accurate.
Yep. Actually, like they should be treating us like celebrities. Like it's like, like we're basically saving so much people money and stuff. Like we moderate like hundreds of millions of posts for like
Yeah.
Twitch and stuff. It's
yeah,
just
we take down billion-dollar companies.
yeah, it's like, like we should be considered like royalty and stuff. Like it's like it just and it's pronounced manga, not manga, it's like it's not it's pronounced it's not pronounced Naruto, it's pronounced Naruto, okay? It's like, come on, guys, just get with the program already. It's like, gosh, are we like 4 or something?
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
of
it's
them,
like-
bro.
Yeah, it's like it's so hard. Like, what's making this so baffling? It's how spot on our imagination is, how it actually is in real life. It's like 100%. We got it so spot on. How do they behave? They talk. The moment this guy put on the camera and uploaded this video, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild how these people actually look like. It's and whenever you see them, it's like, yeah, that's a Reddit moderator, fat, balding, fucking. Now, when people are actually saying incels, these are the actual incels. Like these are the closeted incels. These are the people who are like these are the people who are banning you. These are the white knighters. These are the male feminists. Right? These are the these are the Twitch tier 3 subs to Pokimane. Okay. Come on, but I sent you like $150,000. You can't suck my wiener. Come on, man. It's like, come on. It's like I didn't send you $150,000 for you to go out with your boyfriend. What about me? Aren't I your boyfriend? So fucking cringe, man.
Yeah.
All right. As promised, to fix all the cringiness, we got to balance it out. We bring back Daphne Keene. All right. We feel a lot better. We feel a lot better now, boys. A little bit, right? Daphne Keene's back on the menu. All right. I'm feeling a lot better now. Okay. Like I said, cringe. We talk about sandwiches here. We got Daphne Keene, cringe, and then Daphne Keene again. Okay. Want to make sure, promises made, promises kept. Okay. Because we don't want to see any more cringiness coming out from freaking fucking Reddit moderators, man. Jeez. You guys want it up still? That'll be $5. That'll be $5. Breezy Comics and Collectibles for the 4 months. Thank you. I'm dying of cringe here. We all are. We all were. But yeah, all right. So yeah, Salvation. Yeah, man. Yep. France is getting a Naruto theme
Naruto?
park
Wow,
open. Really?
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, but like
Yeah, it's like I would go honestly. I would go to that one over like Saudi Arabia for Dragon Ball. It's just too hot in my opinion to go to a Middle Eastern country.
yeah.
At least during the day.
Yeah. They are releasing like a Naruto trading card game, but it's not officially licensed by Bandai, which it should be in my opinion. And it is coming
Yeah.
out in like Europe first, which is sort of weird, right? So yeah,
Maybe they're testing the waters first.
yeah, you could be right. You could be right. All right, see. All right, let's talk about our last topic here of tonight. I want to give a big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to Jay for coming on. Really appreciate it. We got one more topic for tonight, and I think this one's a pretty good one right over here. Grae,
Yes.
streamer Vitali nearly unrecognizable with beard, long hair ahead of deportation from Philippines. So how long has he been in the Philippines in prison for?
Yeah, 9 months according to news sources, and like, according to what's certain article, 9 months. So, a part of me believes that he kind of learned his lesson, but at the same time, I don't think it's still long enough for to be fully ingrained there. Because like let's say like he somehow after Russia he somehow manages to go back to the U.S., which we don't know yet. We don't know what's the situation with Russia. But I get the feeling when he heads back to the US, he's gonna, make videos again, mocking the Philippine system or like insulting the Philippine system because after what he went through here. And I don't look as much as like he begged, he probably pleaded, "Oh, I'm so sorry for everything, and like please let me out."
Yeah.
And it's I get he's the kind of person who the moment he gets his freedom back, he's gonna start doing shit again. But then again,
He's been in there for 9 months.
yeah. Then again, they
Jeez.
tried to funnel so much money to get him out of there sooner. So I don't know how much money he has left. But I think like if he continues doing the prank content, the rage bait content, he probably can get some of the money back then. It
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me if he makes a video eventually insulting or mocking the Philippines. Because like what can we do since we already deported him. So I think he should have stayed a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So maybe
Yeah.
he'll be conscripted in Russia to fight for the army. I don't know.
Wait, maybe, right? So after
Yeah.
spending more than 9 months in the Philippines, the streamer is set to be deported to Russia. Controversial kick streamer Vitali, I'm not gonna pronounce the last name, is set to be deported back to Russia following 9 months behind bars in the Philippines. As reported by Manila Standard, the Philippines Department of Interior and local government confirmed on Thursday that Vitali has completed his sentence and has been cleared for deportation. During his appearance as part of the press conference, Vitali sported a severe new look with a scruffy beard and more hair on top of his head than he's known for. Let this be a reminder that our visitor here in the Philippines, while we welcome tourists, I'm gonna start sounding like an Indian person, and treat them with respect. We also expect them to follow our laws, just as we do when we travel abroad. We have no ill feelings against Vitali. He has served his time, shown remorse, and is now a free man when he returns to Russia. The streamer is expected to be deported back to Russia within the week. The Bureau of Immigration has confirmed the deportation order has been issued, and there still needs to be a clearance from the National Bureau of Investigations. Vitali has been arrested in the Philippines last year after he hosted a controversial live stream in which he deliberately disturbed the peace. In several clips from the live stream, he has been seen harassing locals, including a traffic officer. In another clip, he appeared to steal a patrol motorcycle and played pranks on security guards. Not long after his arrest, he is confirmed that he would remain in the country amid the pending charges against him. In June, he showed significant weight loss behind bars. So this is huge. This is a fuck around and find out moment. And don't fuck around and find out in third world countries.
Yeah, right. We were talking we were saying like how long is this trial gonna be? Like we talked about between 2 to 5 years before he gets the trial. So I think like somewhere along the way he actually got priority treatment, so he should be very
Yeah.
grateful for that. He got definitely preferential treatment there, that they handled this case already this
Yeah.
early on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but my gut is telling me the moment he gets back to US, he's gonna mock the country, insult the country, and stuff like that. Then he's definitely never gonna set foot here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what's gonna happen to him when he comes back. If he's actually indeed is shown remorse and so oh, we'll never do this again, and but things that has he always been like a big controversial
He's always been.
streamer?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of videos already. His content is mainly rage farming, breaking rules. But in the other places, in the other countries, he got arrested and he only spent like 3 days, a couple of days only, then they let him go. So this is, in terms of like his streak on a cell, I think this is his longest. 9 months is his longest in the Philippines. So like for me, that's still not. It's still not enough for to fully purge the demon out of him. But and it is what it is. He's gonna do. He's gonna. For me, 100%, he's gonna go back to his shenanigans. Because what else he's gonna do? Like, no way he's no way he's gonna go. Get a regular job if he can he can just record videos of him doing ridiculous stuff for money. So why would he go back? I know he was a waiter before, so why would he go back to doing that shit if he can continue to spark outrage maybe in the US? Like I know there's a lot of controversial stuff. One of the most prominent one is when he physically assaulted the woman in Miami jogging. Yeah, which is pretty baffling how he got away with that. But it is what it is. So
yep. But we'll see. I like I said, I hope these content creators, these slop tubers, I guess the people could call them, and of course nuisance streamers, they learned their lesson not to fuck around in other countries anymore. And if you are gonna fuck around in places, you should fuck around in your own country. And the thing is that, like, imagine if he did that shit here, he would have been arrested really, really fucking fast, right? But the thing is that he probably wouldn't have been in prison for that long.
Yeah, he just got a slap on the wrist, maybe in a day or two. Yeah.
Like a misdemeanor or some shit like that. Go to jail for 1 day or something, like, sir, get some community service or some shit like that. But yeah, man.
The funny thing about this news, like, something came after that. Like, apparently Johnny Somali's second in command or a good friend got arrested here too.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Gino, Gino. I don't know much about him, but apparently, he got arrested here in, like, I don't know, like a day or two ago, or maybe more. But apparently he's MIA. People don't know where he is. So I don't know. So maybe more news about that is gonna come up in next week or maybe in 2 weeks from now. But he got another content creator apparently somehow didn't catch on to what happened to Vitali and tried to shake things up here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get these people trying to break the boundaries of getting arrested or not, I suppose.
Yep. Oh man, he was pretty rich at one time. I think he did that Super Bowl streak or something. Yeah, I remember like him trying to like catch like predators and stuff like that too for a little bit. But yeah,
but the thing is, he let them go. Like maybe one at most got actually arrested. Then the rest were let go. That's the thing. That's a criticism.
Yeah. See, remember, kids, don't commit crimes on stream. Oh, absolutely not, right? Because if that's the case, then they can use that shit against you. You don't think that they're gonna use that shit against you, man? Crazy. But yeah, let's see. Other than that, man, everything else? No, I think that's it. I think we talked about everything.
Yeah.
We did everything. And yeah. Let's see. Do you have anything else to pull up? Okay, I'll leave this up, all right? I'm a nice guy. I'll leave this up for you guys. Okay, I'll leave this up here. But so I'm trying to see if there's any other shit that I'm missing here. I don't think so. But yeah. I'm trying to see if anything. All right, I think that's it. All right. All right, there it is. There it is, boys. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream. I know that we live streamed a little bit earlier today because we want to accommodate Jay's schedule. And yeah, but let's see. So shout out everyone's been hanging out. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Phil's cousin, Meek Kada, Marmalin, Cole Hauser, SCDB, Gautier, Ham the Third, Westward Smiles, Shane, awesome, Dougie B with the 200 earlier, holy shit, man. Zen Cats, Jesus Davila, Tatsu-sama, Hollow Ninja, thank you, and Breezy's Comics, thank you guys for all the support and stuff. And shout out everyone that's hanging out on Rumble, X, and YouTube. Grae, what are you doing, man? And where can people find you?
Yeah. So Code Vein is not that far off. So while waiting,
Yes, I still need to be. I might have to play off stream because it's coming out in like what, 2 weeks?
yeah. Unless you just, the story's not connected anyway. You don't want to just jump the Code Vein too. I think you might get, or you're okay with playing 2 Souls games back to back. I get the feeling it might be overload for you. But anyway, yeah, it's like, so while waiting, yeah, I might do. I'm deciding whether I do a video for Octopath Traveler 0 or the Dynasty Warriors DLC, because it's a pretty big DLC. So
Mhm.
I will be playing that when it comes out. Then or maybe High Guard. Maybe I'll play it when it launches.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, and I'm just gonna play it to shit on it probably, but it depends. But it's one of those for sure. One of those I'll try before Code Vein 2 comes out. But
Yeah.
yeah, apart from that, yeah, I'm excited for Code Vein 2 because Code Vein 1 is still my best video on my main channel. I'm still getting subscribers, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's about. Oh yeah, and Free Ren. Thanks for reminding me, Dave. It's like I'm so into Octopath right now that I forgot. I forgot that Free Ren came out yesterday, so
Yep.
I need to catch up on that. Yep.
All right, and you guys can follow me everywhere at Mr. Phillip Chan. Go and check my channel out tomorrow to be an Asian dad reviews for Terminator 2. And chat, don't make fun of how my dad says Arnold's last name. All right, he's really trying to say his name correctly, but he's saying it incorrectly because he has an accent. So, but be sure to check out Asian dad reviews tomorrow for Terminator 2. Be sure to check out what's it called again? J stuff, Daughter's Revenge on Ripa Sen. Go and check that out. The book is live. Go and grab it, and get everything that you need. And go ahead and check that out. And also follow Jay on his all socials. The link tree is down in the description below. And check out what's it called again? Grae stuff. Check out my stuff. We're also Project Eggroll is also on Instagram, so if you're going to follow us there, you can. And I'll be back streaming on Monday. Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so I know a lot of people are going to be off, but I should be live on Monday, and then I should be next week should be regular. I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes on my channel. But I reacted to the what's it called again? The leaflet video, and that video got a lot of traction. Not a lot, like an insane amount, but it netted me like let me see how many subscribers I got from that video. That single video.
What's the video about?
Leaflet made an AI video about Asmongold.
Okay.
Put him in a box, and that reaction video is gotten me a lot of subscribers. That video alone has 10,000 views.
Wow, nice.
But the subscriber count is high. It's 221.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I'm actually almost really close to 4,500. Like I'm pretty like I'm like less than 20.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, go ahead and check me out there. And what's it called again? Next week, I don't think we have any guests. I reached out to X-Wing to see if we want to pop in earlier today, but he was busy. I believe he's at a party. And so I did reach out to the Bro Science boys, and they haven't said anything yet. So yeah. But hopefully you can get Leaflet on here. I'll reach out to her. She doesn't follow me, so I'm not sure if I can message her and she'll actually care. But she did she did respond to me on like on my reaction video. So like she just said thank you so much for watching it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, right? But she does know of who I am. I'm not sure. We'll try to get her on. Like I said, I told you before, I'll try to get Kirsha on, and we eventually got her on. So we'll see what's gonna happen in the future. But thank you guys really a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will be back next week with more Project Eggroll. And like I said, go ahead and check out Drunk3PO stuff. Let's see who's on right now. Who can we send you guys to? All right. You guys want to go to Camelot or Yellow Flash? You guys decide. Camelot or Yellow Flash? I think Camelot is.
Usually Camelot is about to end the stream, right?
He ends right in, like almost about the same time that but like we're an hour earlier, so.
Yeah, maybe it's better if it's just Flash because I know he sticks around.
Okay, he's been streaming for 2 hours. Yellow Flash. Okay, we'll send you over to Yellow Flash, then. All right. Yeah, I think he's in a hot tub or something like that, or he's in a vacation with his girlfriend or something. I'm not sure what it was. And Chad's like, wait, hold on, wait a second. There's a girl on the stream? All right, we'll send you guys over to Flashcast. All right. But thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Shout out everyone for hanging out. Shout out to all the mods, all the lurkers, everyone hanging out on Rumble, hanging out on X, and hanging out on YouTube. If you guys haven't already done so, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. That does really help out the channel a lot. Our goal for this channel is to hit 7,000 subscribers, which is actually not too far from. But thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we will catch you guys next week. Take care. Bye.